Newtown are plus 291 offensive. They are plus 222 in the defensive column. That gives them a massive swing of over 500 points. Divide that by the games played. Newtown win this contest by 36 points. That is the pendulum. Kirsch, though, the expert on K-Rock, doesn't think so, and I think Grovedale can get the job done by 1 point.
Kirsch speaking in the third person. Tom King doesn't like that.
Oh, no. We're going to stop.
How much?
Okay, we're going to...
Grovedale 1 point, pendulum Newtown 36.
Yeah, got it. We're going to stop doing Sunday games, I think. This is the problem. I think we get to a stage about 2:30 on a Sunday.
At the end of the week?
We've had enough.
Some suggestion that Ned Harris is the first 100 gamer to run out with a banner.
I don't know how we'd ever check that stat.
For Kerr's hire.
Yeah, we'd have to get Noel Fannings to check the old tapes and all sorts of stuff.
Obviously down at other areas that Arthur is involved with. It's
old straight back. He's not as straight when he just walks normally.
Yeah, no, he's straight.
Not as straight. But on the field he's straighter.
What about old man Wilco? He's not walking straight. Look at him.
When are the next Werribee races? What date? December. Oh, the car.
Hello.
Yes, I'll work.
Oh,
what day?
He's doing MC duties on the run too.
They're on the air, just...
Yeah, we're on air.
We'll talk.
Sunday, December 8th.
Sunday, December 8th. Werribee Cup. Package is now available. WerribeeRacingClub.com.au.
No, but go and coach or do something else.
Don't win a game of football, will you?
Seriously, we've got to stop doing Sunday football.
It's fun. No, this is fun.
This is bizarre.
So players in position, Wombat Gully plan for matchups we'll keep an eye on. Joey McDonald here on the wing against Sammy Walker is going to be a couple of lightning bolts going at it. In the middle, Ned Harris going head-to-head. Looks like Nick Howe's got him for company for the moment. Deans is in there next to Mitchy Diamond, and Abbott and Wilkinson are going to go out at the two number 12s. First quarter action thanks to Harvey Norman, Cry and Warren Ponds. Here's Jace.
Abbott gets it down for Grovedale, but Harris, in his 100th game, gets the first kick down towards half forward, kicking to the Minerva Road end in this first term. Diamond can't pick it up for Newtown across half forward. He's trying a couple of times. Speedy comes in. Dean's wrapped up by Diamond. And also getting across there and helping out was Alex Dunn for Newtown. So we're going to have a ball up just inside the centre square at centre half forward for Newtown.
Great Jackie McLean just walked past. It's like Newtown royalty.
Cast of thousands here today. Big crowd around, and it's going to be a
Sunday football.
Another ball. No, it doesn't work. I saw Paul Peck's son Lockie here before too, actually. The cast of thousands. We're going to have a ball up again. Centre half forward for Newtown.
Abbott, Wilkinson. Wilkinson got a hand on that one. And there's going to be a free kick going which way? It's going to go to the Tigers. And it's going to come back to Will Ford. Will Ford goes short and finds Howe, who marks just back edge of the centre square. That's what he does with his next kick that's important. Called to play on. Sends it past Willow Dwyer towards half forward. Abbott's his target, but Charlie Harris coming off his wing takes a well-judged mark. Goes short to Hocking. Brayton Hocking this afternoon playing game 169. First for intercept marks in the comp. Goes short to Kapala. Kapala at right half back. Drives it to the wing. It's a well-weighted kick and he finds a marking target. And Coburn has taken it. Jed Coburn, one of the many youngsters out there for the Towners this afternoon, sends it towards half forward, but it's off hands and out of bounds. Campy might have been involved there along with Nathan McHugh, and we'll get a boundary throw in at right half forward for Newtown and Chilwell. No score through the opening minute and a half on the AFL Bowen Foods time clock. AFL Bowen time clock. The Bowen Foods time clock sells the freshest fish direct to you. Donga Road, North Geelong.
So boundary throw in. Two number 12s. Abbott. Wilkinson brings it to the side for Newtown. And Deans puts the tackle on. He gets up. He lets Mitch Diamond get up as well. Umpire Nolan with the ball. Right half forward for the Towners. Abbott punched away. Ned Harris next to Will Ford. Handball back Deans. Just had to throw the handball out. And in the end, Grovedale get it towards centre wing, but Hocking, who stands there by himself, takes the mark. Game number 169, or is it? We'll have to work out.
We'll do that on the run at quarter time.
Do that at quarter time. He goes long now towards centre half forward with the kick for Newtown. Punched away at the back of the pack. Grovedale working hard. Can they get it away? Campy. Handball over the top. Harrison White got it to Harms. Kick around the corner was okay. Deans met it and has taken the mark inside defensive 50. And we'll try and draw the ball out for the Tigers.
Typical courage being shown there by Dean. Sends it wide, and Mark taking it right half back. Might be Quinn with the footy. Long way from home though, so it has to come laterally with a low squirting ball that made Harrison White work. Handball back, and now the clearing quick does come from Quinn all the way towards the outer wing. It's off hands, is it? Mark being claimed? No, by McHugh. Either way, it's going to be either a ball up or a boundary throw in. Umpire Nolan says, give it to me. I will ball it up. True centre wing on the Autumn Street side on a beautiful winter afternoon, I should say, here at Elderslie Reserve.
Ball from the contest. They can get away Newtown. Inside 50, spearing pass. And Mark taken, though, in front. I think that was the Grovedale's defence is going well. Oh, Campy nearly fell over. He's going to try and draw a play out, get it across half back. It's okay. And the Tigers just trying to work their way out of defence. They go along towards centre wing, which they've done the last couple of times. No mark taken there by Chute. Comes to the back again. One way and the other, Willow Dwyer. Handball, missed the target. Abbott's handball over the top. Might be okay. Will Ford had to get a quick kick towards half forward. Hocking gets back there first. He's going to get the handball back in board. Rory Diamond, handball was okay to Kapala. They had the numbers. The kick across the ground, though, to Wilkinson. Might sit for the big ruck when it does. He's between fullback and centre half back. Goes to the outer side. It's a good kick too and finds Mick Condy.
Condy with it, the veteran. He kicks it straight into the man coming towards him and it deflects away. Trying to knock it towards the boundary line might have been Quinn. He can't get his hands on it for Grovedale. Charlie Harris got out of the Quinn tackle but then lost the footy and had it knocked out of bounds by Quinn near the scoreboard that shows Newtown no score. Grovedale yet to score as we've played 4.5 minutes on the Barwon Foods time clock. Have it hurled back into play. There is a good crowd here this afternoon for this one, despite two teams who are struggling with 4 and 10 records. Wilkinson to the front of the pack, won the tap down, ball spills, head over it is Byrne on hands and knees, flicks a handball up. Diamond, that was Mitch, gave it to Ned Harris, he gave it to Charlie. Charlie, his little dribbling left foot kick, he got no purchase on it, and it's out of bounds. Or is it out? In fact, it's out in the full. It just got off the ground enough, and the free kick will be taken by Quinn at right half forward for the Tigers.
Quinn, short little kick, Will Ford. He's bought his own footy this afternoon already.
Good year, Chase. He's had a really good year.
He has. He comes, back, dangerous kick. You give him a wrap, and that's what happens. Comes back to centre wing, and Brady Ferguson couldn't pick it up. Grovedale going backwards. Campy had to sit and wait for it. Across half back goes wide. It's okay. Harms takes the mark. Right on centre wing on the outer side. He goes short with the kick. It's okay this time. And McHugh takes the mark. He comes back in board, looking for somebody up forward. Falls to the back now, goes across defensive 50 for Newtown. They try and trap the ball, done out of traffic. Gets it to Rory Diamond. Runs through half-back, takes a bounce, backs himself. Nothing to kick to. It was all Grovedale on centre wing. He didn't really measure that too well because the Tigers have got some time, but they've turned it over. And Ned Harris in game number 99/100 has taken it half-back.
Harrison White was the man turning it over. Short kick marked there by Colville, who'll look to swing onto his left boot, does so, sends a kick towards half forward, just out of the reach of Mitch Diamond, although it's going to fall for Byrne. Byrne bursts to 50, sends a long siding ball and kicks an Inspirations Paint goal of the day. Well, we've been in a bit of an arm wrestle. Charlie Burns just busted the game open with a goal. First of the afternoon on the Harvey Norman, K-Rock, Corio and Warn Pond scoreboard. Think Harvey Norman for all the big brands at Geelong's best prices. Newtown and Chilwell, 1 straight 6. Grovedale yet to score, and in the experts chair for the Sporting Globe, Matty Kershaw.
Well, to be fair, the game had been a bit of a game of turnover, hadn't it? Like each team was turning the ball over when they got ball in hand. Intercept marks were already up to 5 in total for the game, which is a lot early. So it was a matter of getting the ball into the good users' hands. And Charlie Burns probably one of the best users in the competition, and that left foot is better than anyone's. And he finished it off nicely. So give it to your users, and that's what happens.
Grovedale out of the middle again. They go to a centre half forward over the back of the pack. And that was Mitch Fisher who couldn't take it. Rory Diamond, handball, standing start. They got it away through Toolman. Back to the middle's okay. And they take the mark and go now with the kick out wide. Foppiani, that's a good kick too. Finds Beckworth.
Our boy K-Rock's
K-Rock
prodigy.
Yeah, he goes forward with the kick inside 50. Over the back, Wilkinson does the roving. Biggest man on the ground to do it outside of the right foot. He did everything but kick the goal, Cam Wilkinson. And showed a bit of candy and a bit of everything.
Was Sam Draper like?
Yeah, it was. And he put it through for one behind there. 1-1-7 now Newtown. Grovedale yet to score. Harvey Norman, K-Rock first quarter scoreboard.
Including the finish.
Yeah. A good matchup, and Toolman's running with Schaefer, so watch that contest.
Schultz marks the short kick in. He'll go back to his defensive goal square, to his co-captain in Campiel. In fact, Campiel marked now. He actually marked the kick from, might have been Jeffrey. Now, long ball to the wing is a well-weighted one. and finds Murrant, who marks, or Morant. Onto his left he goes, and it's a poor kick. Kicks it straight to Nelson Brown. Turnover. He fires a handball quickly to Ned Harris. Ned Harris in game 100. Banging it long to a one-on-one. Over the top, the fly came. The free kick given away by Fiore. And it'll be a free kick to Brady Ferguson, who will take it in the right back pocket. Long way from home. Grovedale yet to score. Newtown and Chilwell 1-1-7. CarolFootball.live on a Sunday afternoon. Thanks to APCO. Win free fuel for a year thanks to Icebreak.
So the Tigers try and measure their way out of the back 50. Schultz goes wide with the kick. And it's okay. McHugh takes it. Outside defensive 50. This is the breakdown, though, at the moment for the Tigers. Just across centre wing. They go with the kick. Long kick towards that position now. Big pack there. Pocock from behind. Falls to the front. Handball. Comes out. Brown over the top. Got it away. Coming at it and meeting it hard was Colville for Newtown. Towards the pocket. It's okay. Fiore takes the mark. And he will shoot for goal from about 30 metres out. He's in the left forward pocket. So it's going to be a bit of an acute angle, but on the right side for a right footer.
They're a bit of a possession team, Newtown, as we know, but with a bit of change of personnel. Looks like they're going a little bit more direct. That's their 7th inside forward 50, and 6 of them have been long kicks. So looks like they're going a little bit more direct with that personnel on the side today.
So Fiore for Newtown's second. He comes in. Right foot kick. Oh, good too. Goal umpire swivels back and says all clear. So he's put his first on the board. Newtown second, 2-1-13. They lead Grovedale yet to score. Harvey Norman, K-Rock first quarter scoreboard. Think Harvey Norman for all the big brands at Geelong's best prices.
Oh, they've got some leading options inside that forward 50. They haven't got Maddock there. They're going to have to find some, variety of ways to kick their goals today. So leading options, hitting up at the ball can be anyone. Doesn't have to be a big, doesn't have to be a key target. Just anyone's got to keep coming up at the ball. And if they know or they're predictable when the ball comes inside forward 50, they're going to have some targets to kick to.
So solid start from the Towners. Good response after the disappointment of last week's loss to St Albans. Umpire puts it into the air. Abbott, Wilkinson won the tap down. Ford did the roving. It was taken in a really good tackle by Archie Lazaro. And the umpire says, give it to me. So you've got Lazaro, Postorino and O'Dwyer in the middle. So a little bit different looking to what it's been with the likes of McMahon, Bogan, Sutterby over the journey. Abbott winning the tap down this time. Ford again. He'll get a free kick. Might have been taken high. And he was. Centre wicket area. Plays on quickly. Sends it inside forward 50. Jill at the target. Came out. Spoil from behind was good. Knocked it to ground level. But Dean's at the front. Burrowing in. Taken to ground. Tried to get a handball away. Pushed in the back. Postorino. Clearing kick comes towards the wing. Bouncing ball. Beckworth came up at it but left it behind. And then he had to go back and lay a tackle. Did so successfully. And we'll get a ball up. He played it okay, Beckworth, in the end, despite not taking possession. Laid a tackle on Joel Martin. And we'll get a ball up right on the edge of the centre wing. Right in front of Birchie, who's down boundary side for A&B Australia. Quality shelving as Abbott wins the tap down, but I think we're going to get another stoppage. Will Ford not going anywhere after being brought to ground.
Kingy, that breeze has sprung up a little bit too, so there could be a couple in it.
Thanks, South Point Garden Supplies. Weather update there this afternoon here at Ellerslie Reserve. Abbott got it down beautifully and they got it wide to Jeffrey. He goes inside 50. Brown on hands and knees. We'll need to get rid of it for Newtown. Right on 50 for Grovedale. The umpire will come in and ball it up. Just can't quite get the mark inside 50, Kirsch, at the moment. Can they, Grovedale?
No, they can't. Gillett was the last entry. He should have marked that ball, really. But the problem, I think, is the ball's going into Grovedale. It's hitting the ground and it's coming back out again. So they need their smalls to step up and lock it in a bit. Wilkinson
got it down in Newtown's forward 50. Getting in there was Chute for Grovedale. Pack develops around him and also Willow Dwyer gets off the ground, gives the ball back.
So this is okay, Jace. Repeat stoppages inside forward 50. Just keep it in their half.
Abbott, Wilkinson gets it down. Big thump away. Jeffrey with the headgear on. Oh, he was a bit lucky there too. He tried to get away, got the ball free, but got wrapped up by Postorino. We're going to have another bounce. Still at left half forward for the Tigers.
So right on 50, left half forward. Ball into the air. Wilkinson. Abbott may be winning that tap. Chute trying to knock to his own advantage. Dean's found the loose footy, but O'Dwyer found him. And we're going to get another stoppage. So you talked about the repeat stoppages. So they're playing inside their territory at the moment, the Tigers, Kirsch, but they need to find a way to just free the situation here. Abbott trying to do that against Wilkinson. Ball at ground level. Byrne, first goal kicker, fired a really quick handball that Lazaro couldn't handle. Harrison White coming the other way, outside of the right boot. There's going to be a free kick for a hold. And I reckon Chafer is going to win the free kick. He was being held on to there in the one-on-one. Was it Kapala that was hanging on to him? Just trying to get it. Umpire Nolan just blocking the view there of the player, but Chafer's going to kick the Tigers first. You would suspect 20 metres out directly in front. So goes and let his opponent know all about it after he kicks the goal, as it was Toolman who gave away the free kick. And Mitch Chafer, who now has 21 for the season in just his 8th game. So important, of course, an ankle injury early in the year for the Werribee listed Chafer, keeping him out of a Grovedale jumper, but he's back. And it's no surprise that since he's back, their form has improved. 1 straight 6 Grovedale, Newtown and Chilwell. 2-1-13 first quarter action, thanks to Harvey Norman, Corio and Warren Ponds. Think Harvey Norman for all the big brands at Geelong's best prices.
Yeah, Toolman's going step for step for them, so when it's around the ground, it's okay. He knows where he is. He doesn't have to compete in the air, but as soon as that high ball comes in, Chafer, as we know, is one of the most dangerous forwards in the comp. Nervous.
Abbott got it down to Jeffrey for Grovedale. Inside Fisher, couldn't take it. Gillett's handball. Missed Fisher again. Chafer on hands and knees, dived on the ball. Umpire says playing Toolman right next to him. And a couple of chances there, Kirsch.
Well, Jason was on his own for about 15 metres. I don't think they manned up on him on the quick centre bounce, and they missed the target.
Nelson Brown gets it away for Newtown outside 50. Abbott with a big thump away from Wilkinson. Diamond gets across there, handballed and threw out really. Abbott's handball backwards, back towards the centre of the ground. Harrison White will have to be good here. He's surrounded by Newtown players. They just charge at him. Condi might give you the recipient. He picks it up, handballs it back to O'Dwyer's under trouble. Gets around a tackle, goes wide with the kick. It's okay. Finds Ned Harris forward of the centre wing.
Harris, a little chip over the top to Postorino. Mark's about 70 from goal. He'll look to bring it inboard. Mark down low, drop there by Lazaro. Chafer's gone back to help out defensively and done well. Little kick though, had a little bit too much on it for Dowd. It's going to end up back in the hands of Postorino for Newtown. Outside of the right boot, good kick. Good vision. Spotted the man that he wanted. And the kick from Coburn now inside 50, and Beckworth on debut. A chance to kick his first. Noted goal kicker in the twos. 49 goals from 29 games in the Eagles seconds. And this for his first at GFL senior level.
I reckon the last time Kirsch we saw him, he kicked 6 or 8 goals, didn't he?
Did against North Shore in that round one game out here, and you and I were buying headbands, and
we were
buying membership to his fan club, but he hadn't played till today.
Only one player's allowed a headband in the GFL,
that's
apparently.
True. Well, he hasn't got one anymore, but
just ask him.
Right of centre from just on 50. Bang. He got a good piece of it. He got a real good piece of it. And he kicks a goal on debut, Tom Beckworth. And they come from all points of the compass, his teammates. 15, 16, 17 of them to get a piece of Tom Beckworth as he kicks his first goal at senior level. They kick their third, Newtown and Chilwell, and get a little buffer on Grovedale in this opening term. First quarter, K-Rock, Harvey Norman, Corio and Warren Pond scoreboard. Newtown and Chilwell moved to 3-1-19. Grovedale, 1 straight 6. We've played 16 minutes on the Barham Foods time clock.
The delivery inside the forward 50 has been pretty good, actually, Newtown's today. And look, you know, when you've got someone like Lukey Maddock or a Lockie Bond or someone like that who's that key focal point inside forward 50, you tend to go to them 80% of the time. When you've got a variety, all you need to do is look up and see who's coming at you. And that's what they're doing at the moment, Newtown.
Wilkinson, he got it down to Mitchie. Diamond got wrapped up straight away by Murrant. Geez, I nearly took yours. That would have been fun. And he peepers. Now the ball from the ruck contest. Diamond, he left it behind Jeffries. Had a good first turn, put Abbott under pressure. He couldn't take it. Has to go back and help him. Jeffrey gets a clearing little kick. Didn't go too far over the shoulder, says the umpire. Free kick going to come back to Charlie Harris just inside the centre square at centre wing on the outer side. So Charlie Harris wants to go further wide. It's okay. O'Dwyer takes it. True centre wing. Dean stands the mark.
O'Dwyer, Autumn Street side of the ground, just back of the wing as he just gets himself some room to send a half forward. Abbott over the top. Hamlin hang a really strong mark. It was made for him against the shorter Mick Condi, who I think would have been running water once upon a time to Ryan Abbott running around for Geelong, and he's just taken a big hanger over the top of him at right half back. He drives a kick to the wing. It's a poor kick, and he's kicked it straight to Charlie Harris, who can send it backwards to Hocking to open up the broadcast side of the ground, but instead goes back to centre half forward. It's off hands. Mitch Diamond's there. Jeffrey coming the other way, trying to put his head over the footy as Ferguson. He did, and he got a handball away, but not before the umpire said, give it to me, I'll ball it up. 17 minutes played. Barwon Foods time clock. Newtown 3-1-19. Grovedale 1 straight 6.
Ball back towards the middle from the ruck contest. And the Tigers just get a clearing kick towards Birchie, who might be able to get her first possession. Goes out there, Charlie Byrne, and it won't sit for him. It doesn't sit for anybody, really, because 3 Grovedale players come at third in line, and Speedy Dean's got it. They go McHugh back towards half forward. Oh, Hocking runs back with the flight of the footy. It doesn't sit for him. Gillett gets it away. Dowd with the outside of the right foot. Open, sort of goal square type towards Chafer. Coming free kick push.
Hold. Have a hold on Chafer.
Yeah, well, So Mitch Schaefer's going to get it 20 metres out directly in front from the same spot he kicked the last one.
I didn't see much.
I didn't see it either.
It was on the turn, and there wasn't much in it. It was more just a hold to stop him turning.
Well, the signal was a
back
push.
into play, yeah.
Well, Mitch Schaefer is going to
Certainly wasn't much in it at all.
kick his second and Grovedale's second. He's done that. For Newtown 3-1-19. Mitch Schaefer 2 straight 12. Harvey Norman K-Rock first quarter scoreboard. And we have played 19 minutes on the Barwon Foods time clock. Barwon Foods sells the freshest fish direct to you. Donga Road, North Geelong.
Boys, just chatting to one of my trusty fellow colleagues from Grovedale down here on the sidelines, Harvey Morant.
Yes.
Morant, yeah.
Morant.
Oh, breaker.
Breaker.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to stick. Nice.
See, that's that nervousness again with the ball in the air, you know, like he can play that role, Schaefer, when he goes on the ball. He's really dangerous. We saw him get in the back half then and help out and get a rebound 50. Then when he goes forward, he was actually 2 behind that ball coming in, and he ended up being in front of the play. So he's quick, he's smart, and he's dangerous.
Pocock doing the ruck work. He was doing it against Fisher, I should say. No clear winner out of the middle. Ned Harris in game 100, if you weren't aware. Brought down by Jack Chute. And we'll get a ball up just forward to the centre circles, favouring Newtown. Kicking, we think, with the aid of a slight breeze, according to Jane Birch. Here it's a chance for a quick kick inside forward 50. The kick came from Joe McDonald, the former Ocean Grove captain. It's a low ball that was trapped there by Schiltz, but he couldn't go anywhere after trapping it. Foppiani held him up, and we'll get it thrown into the air. Pocock again from behind, winning the tap down. Here's Harris outside of the right boot from Ned, and he's kicked it in game 100. Inspirations paint goal of the afternoon from Ned Harris. He hit the pack at pace, and on the outside of the right boot was able to guide it through for Newtown and Chilwell's 4th. So they keep finding responses. They lead again by 13 points, 3rd time in this opening term. They've had that margin on the Harvey Norman K-Rock first quarter scoreboard. They move to 4-1-25. They lead Grovedale 2 straight 12 from here at Elderslie Reserve on KRockFootball.live. In the experts chair for the Sporting Globe, here's Matty Kershaw.
It's a positive sign because they were getting beaten in the clearances, and that's their first goal from a stoppage because they were getting on most of their scores on the back of turnover. So a little bit of a positive sign there that they're getting the ball around the stoppage, getting it to the outside, and a nice goal by Harris.
So great play by Newtown. Birchie said she thought there might be a couple of goal breeze to that Minerva Road end, so they've got that in ascendancy at the moment. Newtown back to the middle. Pocock went up early, still got the tap down. Dean's at the back of the pack, tries to break the tackle, doesn't do so, held in, and a bit of rugby scrum work there as well. They see it over towards the centre wing position. They're still inside the centre square. Fisher, Pocock both get a hand to it. Ned Harris slung off the ball. Harms thought about the handball, then goes the kick instead towards half forward over the back of the pack. Going to be a foot race. Hocking comes at it, does well. Straight lines it. Toolman had it, lost it, got it away. It was okay in the end. Rory Diamond comes off half back, goes through centre wing with the kick. Beckworth goes up off hands, punched away from behind by Martin. And over the line at right half forward for the Towners.
Hawthorn 53, the Giants 33. Margin 20 in Canberra. That's good for the Cats, for those who follow the men in the navy blue and white hoops. Right half forward. Ball to be hurled back into play at the 22-minute mark on the Barwon Foods time clock. Spins into the path of Foppiani, who won the tap down. And he'll come over the top and lay a tackle on a Tiger that's at the bottom of that pack. Whom is it? And it is, what surprise, surprise, Will Ford, who's been pretty busy in this opening quarter. Foppiani again, winning the tap down against Fisher. Handball out of the pack, Harris, Ned. Now flick it around and find O'Dwyer at right half forward, and he'll send the kick into the pocket. Not a great kick, back with the flight. Tracking it was Campy, but he couldn't get his hands on the footy, and it's out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. So the Towners by 13, just in control for the moment in this opening quarter. The game's gone a little bit sedate for the last couple of minutes.
So, boundary throw in, right half forward for Newtown. Foppiani does the ruck work for the Towners. Will Ford got a clearing kick. Schaefer got one high, I think, and or take the mark, whichever. Schaefer has got it at half back for Grovedale. Called to play on now. Wants to go down the line. Does. Comes towards centre wing. Big pack there. McHugh can't take it. Push, said the umpire. Grovedale free kick. And but now
Big Tom.
and big K-Rock zone. Tom Gillett at centre wing. Goes towards half forward with the kick. Oh, McHugh just goes up in the end by himself.
Barwon Foods fresh oysters shucked on site, mussels, prawns, crays cooked on premises, and all your favourite fish, chosen by all the best restaurants in town. Barwon Foods also sells direct to you at wholesale prices. Great savings, great seafood since 1978. That's Barwon Foods. See the retail shop and get fresh fast. Donga Road, North Geelong.
BarwonFoods.com.
Harvey Norman, the home of king-size TVs. Bigger is better. Immerse yourself in the incredible viewing experience of a king-size TV. All the leading brands: Samsung, LG, Sony, Hisense and TCL. Whether it's game day, movie night or a binge weekend, enjoy spectacular clarity and detail with resolutions from 4K to 8K and screen sizes up to a massive 100-inch. Connect more, see more and do more with a king-size TV featuring the very latest in smart technology. See the specialists in king-size TVs at Harvey Norman now. Your locally owned and operated Harvey Norman, Corio and Warn Ponds.
Are you planning to give your home a makeover? Look no further than Barwon Timber, your special.
I'm running the laps you get when you're late for training.
I'm doing this lap so you can get to training safely.
Because late is always better than never.
Being late isn't the end of the world.
For causing a road crash by going even a little bit over the limit could be.
This lap so you can all get footy and back safe.
This lap?
This lap.
This lap.
This lap is so you can show up for your team and slow down on the road.
There is literally no reason for you to speed.
So this lap, so you don't have to rush.
Hang on. Why am I running laps? I'm retired.
They probably took, they would have taken excess of 20 uncontested marks, I think, that quarter. They were certainly using the ball for each other and then trying to get that ball in quick to one-on-ones. When they did, Schaefer got the 2 free kicks out of their 3 goals. They had they only had the 8 inside forward 50, so against the Breeze, they've generated 8 for 3 scores. Clearance-wise, Grovedale getting on top, and that's the Abbott effect, 7-4 in terms of clearances and marks inside forward 50. Low scoring at the moment in terms of marks inside forward 50. Newtown have the 3 and Grovedale only have the 1. So a little bit of tale of two different teams. Whether the breeze will change the way Grovedale go about it this quarter and go a little bit more longer to their marking targets. But at this stage, Newtown sort of playing a little bit more direct football, and that's why they're in the lead.
Thank you for that, Kirsch. Good work by you. Kerr's High Stats, 100% locally owned and operated in Geelong. We'll keep an eye on the AFL scores through the afternoon, including Essendon and Fremantle that bounces in about 20 minutes from now. Hawks 62, Giants 40. It's hard to believe there's only 27 home and away games left after today, but a significant amount of them are going to shape what the top 8 looks like. It's just got so tight between now. We were talking about second down to 12th or 13th, but now we're talking probably first down to 10th, with the Swans coming back to the pack very much so, with 5 losses in the last 6 weeks. Birchie is down boundary side for A&B Australia quality shelving. We'll get to her very, very shortly. No injury updates for St John of God. Pretty quiet on that front. In fact, injury-wise, we put you first, St John of God, Myers Street in Geelong. Birchie, where are you loitering right now?
With intent.
Trying to get to Damien McMahon, I think. Mac is striding purposefully off the ground, but Birchie, who's got, they're reminiscent of those glasses, the 3D ones that will warn him back to the future. Talking with Damien McMahon. Down to you, Birchie.
Always the butt of your jokes, Kingy. Macca, just a couple of questions on that first quarter. You'd be pleased with that start bouncing back after last week, and inside your forward 50 area. I thought Newtown used the ball really well and most importantly capitalised on those opportunities.
Yeah, 5 goals, one's a good start to any game of football. Really happy with how we used the ball. We obviously leaked 3 easy goals that we'd love to take back from some easy free kicks, but otherwise some good efficiency into our front half.
And the boys are pretty excited in the box to see Tom Beckworth make his debut today, and he's already looking like he's really comfortable at this level. He's hit the scoreboard a couple of times and causing plenty of headaches for Grovedale early on.
Yeah, nice start. 2 goals in your first quarter. You'll take that from a first gamer any day of the week. So hopefully he can continue on and kick a few more.
As you said to the boys, it's only a start, but it is a good start, so good luck for the rest of the game.
Thanks, John. Good on you.
McMahon there, down boundary side, A&B Australia quality shelving.
Good size crowd here today too, Tom.
Wrecking crowd.
Sunday football
doesn't work.
Sometimes it doesn't.
Do you know what?
Most of the time.
For those who complain about Sunday footy, I reckon if they were playing in a Sunday final, they wouldn't be complaining.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Like Geelong Amateurs will be, and we'll be there at Port Ellington. Can't wait.
2 weeks' time. After I watch the mighty Drysdale under 13 twos, hopefully get out of an elimination final in the morning.
Could be a big day in the Ballerine.
Could be a big day.
Come and stay at the Leopold Ponderosa the night before, Kirsch.
Hello.
It's a long way away from you.
Might be a long day the next day.
Stop it. Oh, Sunday footy. It's loose. I love it.
Second quarter about to get underway thanks to Morris Business Class Finance. Asset finance by Geelong people for Geelong people. Call 1300 4 Morris. Here's Jace.
Oh, Abbott to Will Ford, if you don't mind. As easy as you like for Grovedale. Ford over the top. Schaefer doesn't bounce for him. Falls back towards Gillett. K-Rock zone. Oh, goes left, goes right. Drops the footy. Umpire says play on. Oh, gee whiz, through the middle. And Schaefer was trying to put the tackle on. Oh, Dowd got one as well. The umpire said no, held in. And straight out of the middle, Grovedale. They are now 40 out from goal. And we've got a ball up with a big pack around this ball up.
About 25, maybe 30 out from the goal. McHugh doing the ruck work. Won the tap down. Chaffee hit it with pace. Kept it in front of himself. Can he get it on the boot? No, he can't. Toolman, a handball. Hocking, O'Dwyer. Outside of the right. Boot kick was okay. And the mark taken by Mitch Diamond, who shields his eyes from the westerly sun and goes back to his defensive goal square to the veteran Hocking. Hocking into the right back pocket, and Charlie Burney kicked the first goal of the contest as marked for the Towners. You look to draw them out on the mark and release a handball, and does so to Kapala. Kapala goes short with a kick, and Harris has been busy on that outer wing, and that might be 50. It is. So a 50-metre penalty going the way of Charlie Harris. So just after a good start, Grovedale getting it inside forward 50. It's just a very simple error there, knocking it from his grasp. And Harris thought about the handball to Charlie Byrne, who was breezing by, but he ignored that. So Harris sends it inside forward 50. Fiore front position, knocked away by Abbott. Socket off the ground. Mick Condy out of nowhere. No, kicking in danger. Mick Condy thought he'd put one in the back of the old onion bag. Sort of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer super sub style for Manchester United, but Brady Campy's going to come up with the free kick for in danger, and we'll send it towards the outer side.
Goes now towards half back with the kick. Front of the pack, Byrne. Now Charlie Harris to Willow Dwyer's handball was chopped off though. Ferguson coming the other way. Got it away to Dowd. His handball on the outboard to Shoot. He gets it further afield. Stephen had to sit and wait for it. Gets it with the right foot open. Half forward flank goes up. Well, Diamond got a push from Schaefer. The umpire said no. Play on. Mitch, can he pick it up? Yes, he can, and shuffles the handball back. Breaker gets it around the corner. Morant goes towards goal, and he's pushed it out of bounds for a throw in. Left forward pocket, Minerva Road end of Elderslie Reserve. We're going to have a boundary throw in.
He was a bit unlucky then. I thought it might have been 2 hands in the back from Schaefer, but umpire Nolan didn't see it that way.
No.
To be held back into play. About 5 metres around from the left-hand behind post. Front position, Pocock. Gillett grabbed it out of the ruck and then lost it as he went to throw it on the boot. Pocock picked up the loose footy, was able to shovel a handball out. The clearing kick comes from Toolman to half back down low. No mark taken for the Towners, but there's Will Ford again, who's been really busy. A handball off. The kick was smothered that Harms tried to send inside forward 50. Condy got in the way, knocked it into the path of Lazaro. A one-on-one. It'll bounce at Fiore and Ferguson's feet. It bounces and eludes both of them. Well played by Wiskin. Knocked it into the path of Quinn. Quinn gave a lightning handball to Deans, who then summed up the situation. Kick on the bounce. Nice handball to Shields coming by. Came from Ford and he hacks it forward inside 50. Rolling ball from Shields. Just missed to the right. Would have been his first goal in senior footy. He's played all 14 games this year, yet to hit the scoreboard, the son of a gun. But he's missed that one to the right, through for a minor score. 3-1-19, the first behind for the Tigers, comes at the 3.5 minute mark of the second term on the Barn Foods time clock. Newtown and Chilwell 5-1-31 as the ball comes back from over the fence at the Minerva Road end.
So Hocking will kick it in for the home side. Elects to go to the outer side, plays on, drills it towards half back. Great kick and finds Dunn, who chips the ball over the top to Charlie Harris at half back now. Goes along the line. Morant went up early. Foppiani against him. And 1-on-1 becomes 4-on-1 for Grovedale, but then they turn the ball over again. Foppiani worked pretty hard. Comes back now to Will Ford. Tries to break the Foppiani tackle. O'Dwyer in there. He dropped the footy. Deans in the middle as well. Wrapped up. Ball security. Holds it just forward of centre wing. At right half forward for Newtown, attacking the Western in this second term. They are 5-1-31. They lead Grovedale 3-1-19. We've played 4.5 second term. And the time clock, as always, to Barn Foods.
Hacked out of mid-air by Moran. He brought some good territory to the wing. Handball by Dowd into the path of a teammate who was able to just flick it up into the path of Chute, who then tried to palm it on to McHugh. McHugh slanging the tackle and brought to ground, and we'll get a ball up. Left half one moment, Tommy Stephen, who was involved a little bit earlier in that passage of play. It was. And right where the 50 meets the boundary line. In fact, now we're going to get a ball up, are we? So it's going to be thrown into the air. So umpire, he's going to put it in. I thought it might have been out of bounds, but it wasn't. We are a long way away from there. Abbott won the tap down. Dean's trying to burst his way through. Fumbled the footy. Time to recover. Handball a bit too hot for Chute. Ford again for Grovedale. He's been everywhere. He's going to win a free kick, I reckon. Might have been taken high. He's having some sort of afternoon, Will Ford. Leopold Sport, his thematic standout between he and probably Ned Harris at the moment. And a chance to kick a goal for Will Ford. Playing game, well, I think 98, but I'm questioning everything.
There's going to be a lot of after-hours work tonight on those stats. Questioning everything.
I said he's had a super season, Will Ford. He's 17 in disposals and 11 in clearances, so that tells you something of the season he's having.
Got very close to the man on the mark. It's a high ball. It's got the carry, but it's just pushed to the right, through for a minor score. Just on that breeze, please, Birchie, for South Point Garden Supplies as we come down to you. Is it still holding strong to that, or strong-ish to that end of the ground?
Well, just before quarter time, it had really sprung up, and particularly out in the middle there, but it's just subsided temporarily, but it's certainly still favouring that end.
Towners go in towards Diamond at half back, needed some support and got some. Toolman goes with a left foot kick towards half forward. Oh, good mark. Foppiani plays on quickly. 60 from goal, turn the ball over. And Grovedale just in the right spot at the right time, going to be able to switch the play and come towards the broadcast side to break up. Morant gets it at half back. You've got a bit of time and space, goes along with the kick, looking for K-Rock Zone, who comes out and takes the mark. And will shoot for goal from 50 out directly in front.
Like a good full forward, had no interest in looking at anybody else.
Zero interest. Turn your back, son. Do it yourself. But Morant, I like his decision-making there, because he had options left and right, and he actually had one short on the 0 to 30. 50. Like we said, they might change it a little bit with this breeze, go a little bit longer and quicker, and they did. Gillett got his man off the bit and had that metre on him, so that's a great option by Morant to weigh that up.
So Tom Gillett shoot for goal from 50 out, directly in front. We're going to have a good look at this as it comes in. Right foot kick. Gee whiz.
It's holding.
Good for distance. And the goal umpire says it's pretty good for accuracy as well. That has gone basically at the height of the goals, and he has kicked his first of the afternoon, and the fourth for Grovedale. 4-2-26. They trail Newtown 5-1-31. Morris Business Class Finance K-Rock second quarter scoreboard.
First mark inside forward 50, and I've got to argue, I don't know whether it was nearly inside forward 50. He probably marked that just on the 50.
Yeah.
Like, it was a terrific kick for goal. He's probably kicked that 55, 56 metres, and like you said, goalpost height. Like, it is a net behind there. They was still chasing that ball down the road. Fantastic finish by Tom Gillett.
Alex Pocock with the match up for Wombat Gully Plant Farm. See the team at Wombat Gully for all your gardening needs. Townsend Road in Moolap. Wilkinson, Abbott winning the tap down, tried to put into the path of Jeffrey. The bounce of the Sharon eluded him. Clearing kick came from Willow Dwyer. He's just hacked that towards Birchie. Birchie will be able to take that on the bounce, I reckon. What are they going to pay?
Yes, good decision, umpire. There's that free.
Insufficient intent is paid. Free kick taken by Walker. Goes to Jeffrey. Marks at the edge of the centre square on our broadcast wing. He'll send a kick towards forward 50. Gillett, the target. Gillett with the mitts, takes the mark. Hamlin Hanger contender from a very talented footballer.
Loves the camera.
Oh,
loves it.
And this for a Grovedale lead early in this second quarter.
Thank God he's got rid of that mark.
I missed it.
No,
back from Western Australia, where he was good enough to represent WA country against South Australia country on Optus Stadium last year. I think it was a curtain raiser to an AFL game. That match was played at the Adelaide Oval a couple of weeks ago, where Tim House, former Newtown and Chilwell player and AFL listed cat with the 2 M's. Gillett on his way. High, long ball has just faded late and through from behind. And the margin is 4. Newtown and Chilwell 5-1-31. Grovedale 4-3-27. 9 minutes played on the Bowen Foods second quarter time clock. K-Rock football thanks to APCO Cafe 24/7. Win free fuel for a year at APCO thanks to Icebreak.
He's in the zone at the minute, isn't he, Tommy Gillett? So don't be surprised if 99% of the ball goes to him at the moment inside forward 50.
Well, he's just a different player since Mitch Chafer's come back.
Absolutely.
He kicked the air out of the ball that time too. Hocking plays on and kicks it in over the back of the pack. No mark taken by Beckworth. Comes back in for Grovedale. In front, mark taken. Double. Nick Howe's taken it at left half forward 50 from goal. So he wants to play on quickly. He goes short with the kick. Oh, no mark taken. The kick around the corner was pretty easy from Rory Quinn, and he missed. Had a bit more time than he thought, probably there, Rory Quinn, but he misses to the far side. And they go to 4-4-28. Now Grovedale Newtown 5-1-31. Morris Business Class Finance K-Rock second quarter scoreboard.
Hocking with a long ball, but back with the flight. Wonderful mark, Harrison White. Hamlin Hanger contender in a pack of 4, and I reckon that's hurt Mitch Diamond. Just keep an eye on that for St John of God as White takes off, bangs it long, goal square. Mark not taken by Chafer, front of the pack, Tigers with numbers. Howe, handball missed its target, taken by Ned Harris for the Eagles, sends it towards half back though, the 1-on-1, or it becomes a 2-on-1, although Walker couldn't complete the mark for Grovedale, and it will be seen out of bounds for a boundary throw-in at right half forward. That was a cracking mark by Harrison White. Coming back with the flight of the foot, he took it really nicely. Hamlin Holmes, new Bannockburn display home now open.
So boundary throw in. Abbott taps it back towards the boundary line. Deans, he's wrapped up in the tackle by Cam Wilkinson, who also might have hurt himself in that tackle as well. He's worked out that Speedy's pretty tough there.
Yeah, David and Goliath style.
Yeah, and he's hurt himself a bit, Cam Wilkinson there. His back or his side. Keep an eye on that as well for St John of God. Birchie, he can't do the ruck work, so it's going to be Abbott by himself. He takes out the ruck contest. Right foot kick inside 50. Burn goes up. Tapped away by McHugh. Chafer. No, kick over the shoulder. Back towards the top of the square. Brown is there for Newtown. Can he pick it up? He can. Then tries to wrestle it out from Will Ford. The umpire says no, held in. And still in the hands of the trainers too. Cam Wilkinson behind the play, so we'll have a ball up.
Birchie down to you for St John of God.
Worrying signs. He's still on his haunches here. He can't seem to get up, so that back is really causing issues.
Grabbed out of the ruck contest by Lazaro. Fired a handball towards the boundary line. Harris is going to have to be good here. Charlie gave it to Condi, who under pressure just had to get a handball away. Shoot in traffic. We'll run out of room. Boundary throw in. Back to you, Birch. Just on Cam Wilkinson.
He's struggling to even walk with this. You know, it could be a back spasm or anything like that that's causing mobility issues. So they're trying to get him past this boundary, or past this kick in, sorry, and off the ground, but he's in so much discomfort.
Yeah, so there's a free kick, and because he's in the protected zone, they're just holding up play for the moment. Gee, it's going to change how they structure up. You suspect Foppiani might have to do a bit more ruck work with the assistance of Pocock, and Fiore may even have to, who's spending time forward today, spend some time in there as well. But we'll get play resumed at left half back with the ball in the hands of Charlie Harris.
Well, we talk about restructuring there, Kingy, and that's so important because we call it the Abbott effect with the clearances. They dominated the clearances in the first quarter, and they're doing the same this quarter. So to have Wilkinson go down and then have a temporary ruck go in there, it'll put more weight to Abbott's dominance.
Charlie Harris with the resultant free kick as we resume play. Kick to the wing, Fiore or Foppiani. Neither can mark. Ferguson brought it to the front of the pack. Postorino, a handball that was knocked forward. It was smart play. Fiore tapped it to Coburn. He gave it to Beckworth, who now kicks for space. The ball will pitch at the top of the goal square. McDonald will lead the race. Harms played him pretty well. In fact, it was Quinn, I should say. Won the footy and was brought down in the tackle. He did well there, Harms. McDonald thought he might have had him for toe, but Harms was able to get the hands on the footy, get held up and get a stoppage for his team in their left back pocket. They trail by 3, Grovedale 4-4-28, Newtown and Chilwell 5-1-31.
Ball up. Fisher gets it down for Grovedale towards Deans. Shoots in there as well. Foppiani for Newtown. The umpire will come in and ball it up again. I think it's Foppiani's going to do the ruck work against Fisher for Grovedale. Thrown in the air. Foppiani gets it down close to the boundary line. Deans and Lazaro see it over. Boundary umpire with a bit of work to do. Right forward pocket. Newtown into attack. They're 5-1-31. They lead Grovedale 4-4-28. We played 14 minutes, second term, Barwon Foods time clock.
Near the netball courts where the A-grade netball is underway. From behind, the tap down won by Fisher. Front of the pack, handball out, Wiskin. Got it to Deans. Deans kick on the outside of the right boot, stolen by McDonald, who on his non-preferred left, top of the square, sends it. Oh, and Ferguson misjudged the flight, and Fiore took the mark. Ferguson looked to be in the box seat and sort of misjudged the flight of the footy, and Fiore just plucked it and said, here, thanks very much, I'll have a shot at goal and go back and look at my second in the afternoon.
Well, there's one player they probably need to get into the game, isn't he, Fiore? We know how dominant he is, or can be, and this is a good start for him.
Been injury riddled, just his 7th game of the season. His talent undoubted on the Geelong VFL list, just his 18th game for Newtown Chilwell. Feels like he's been here forever, and he's kicked his 2nd of the afternoon. Just gives his team that little buffer again. Grovedale, despite all their attacking, couldn't snatch the lead back, and Newtown now moved to a 9-point advantage, 6-1-37, leading Grovedale 4-4-28 on the second quarter. K-Rock Morris Business Class Finance scoreboard. It's asset finance by Geelong people for Geelong people. Call 1300 4 Morris. Down to Birchie for St John. Got injury update wise. Cam Wilkinson, what have you got for us?
Yeah, Kingy, it's a lower back issue. It's almost a coccyx sort of area. So whether he landed heavily on that area, and then, you get all sorts of referral or referred pain from there. So they're just trying to sort of manipulate it, the physios, and give him some relief. But the problem with that is once you've done that, it's very difficult, to get back out there to full capacity.
Thanks, Birchie. St John, I got injury update. We put you first down on ground level. We've had a ball up in the middle. Fisher and Foppiani doing the ruck work. And secondary bounce now. Foppiani tried to thump it away. Mick Condi comes in from half forward. He gets wrapped up by Jeffrey. So it's still on the cricket pitch area in the middle of Eldersley Reserve. We're going to have a third ball up. Fisher got a left hand to it. This time comes back to him. He got the kick out, but Charlie Harris broke a tackle. Handball back to Condi. Got clear and got a left foot kick to half forward. Come here, Fiore can't take the mark. Needs some support. Didn't get any at the start. Handball. 1-2. Martin got it away. Quinn now for Grovedale. Going out towards half back. Kick around the corner from Chute towards centre wing. Burns handball. Set a bit of a task. Ford Will gets it. Picks it up. Then he gets wrapped up. He got a handball away to Chute though. Through traffic. left the footy behind. Oh, that's a free kick. McDonald should take it. Joe McDonald without the footy, and he'll take it at centre wing.
Gives a handball off to Byrne. Byrne on his left boot, just goes short. Postorino back with the flight, had too much carry on it for the diminutive Postorino, who has to lay a tackle on Will Ford, who has been everything this afternoon. You'll bob up in your soup tonight. Would you settle in for dinner? Will Ford. Ball into the air. Fisher doing the ruck work. No clear winner of it. Grabbed by Foppiani. Gave a handball at close quarters, but gave it straight to Deans, who got brought down in a tackle at the same time. He gave Ned Harris a little pat on the head for the tackle there, did Speedy.
Well done.
Foppiani again. Fisher winning the tap down this time. Chute will look to knock it to his own advantage, although Ned Harris played it well, won the footy, but then went straight into a Jeffrey and Dean tackle. And we'll get a ball up. Sounds like a film studio from the latest from Jeffrey and Dean.
Wilkinson in front of us, warming up again too. So
good work by the physio. Yeah, getting back from the dead. He's done well.
So ball on centre wing. It's going to be another ball up. I reckon he might have got winded doing it. I think that was the thing.
Okay.
Which he couldn't really breathe when he got up. He looks not too bad out there. We'll see whether he can come back on from the contest. Dwyer got it towards, oh, that's a good mark by Coburn on centre wing for Newtown. Back inside with the kick, McDonald. Bit of time and space inside 50. Pooey kick off the ball, off the boot. I tell you what, he should have done better than that. Coming out the other way was Ferguson for Grovedale, who was able to pick it up. But Fiore came in, then he dropped the football on the tackle. Needs some support, didn't get any. Breaker Morant gets around the corner with the kick. Now McHugh for Grovedale, overusing it a little bit. They're wrapped up on centre wing, and we're going to have a ball up at that position. 6-1-37 Newtown. They lead Grovedale 4-4-28. We've played 18 minutes in this second term.
Grabbed out of the ruck by Abbott, who's enjoying not having Wilkinson for company for the moment. Kick long, good spoil by Hocking towards the boundary line, though it will fall to Gillett. Gillett, quick turn around the corner. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful from Tom Gillett. Kicks his second, an Inspirations Paint goal of the afternoon contender. He's some sort of talent went on song, Tom Gillett, and he pulls his team back within 2 points. They go to 5-5-35. Newtown and Chilwell 6-1-37. Actually, I reckon it might be 5-4-34, playing 6-1-37, and it has been adjusted on the second quarter. K-Rock Morris Business Class Finance scoreboard, almost 19 minutes played. He's fun to watch when he's up and about.
Absolutely, and it was an important goal to get back because they enjoyed a bit of time in forward half, Newtown, but Brady Ferguson's attack on the ball out of the back half was superb, and that's what set him up that goal.
Abbott against Foppiani. Chute gets it for Grovedale. Out of the middle to a wide open space at right half forward. Foot race gets across there. Morant gets there first and taken over the boundary line by Chaz Kapala. And we'll have a boundary throw in right half forward for the Tigers.
Inspirations Paint. What's your next project? 138 Torquay Road in Grovedale. I've heard a whistle, but that was the netball whistle. It just emanated across here. Pushed off, and as he went to kick was O'Dwyer, but the boundary line actually was there first. And it'd be a boundary throw-in at right half forward for the Tigers. 3 points the margin. Entertaining clash between two teams coming in on 4 wins for the season. And here's O'Dwyer, a handball on the bounce, a rolling ball that off half-back Toolman attacked and took it nicely and then sent it towards half-forward. It was a hack kick. It'll sit on its point. Beckworth worked his opponent, shields off the footy, gave a handball away. Quick kick inside forward 50 by Toolman. Fiore will come at the footy, looks back inboard. What are his options? A handball. Wilkinson ignores Postorino, instead sets a kick up. Beckworth has taken the mark.
K-Rock zone.
2 goals already for the first gamer. He doesn't want a third because he turns and sees standing all alone Charlie Byrne. Or was it Joe McDonald? I think it's Joe McDonald, in fact. 25 metres out, just right of centre. And he really could have gone back and kicked his third.
Where's the sense of theatre, Kingy?
That's what I would have suspected.
Back inside forward 50.
Drag him.
Absolutely.
Off the ground. Give him a good talking to.
As you called, Wilkinson has returned to the field. He's certainly not looking comfortable, but he's obviously going to go out there and see how it feels.
I tell you what, that was a nice kick inside forward 50. He just made the leader come into the ball, put it to an area.
Joe McDonald, man on the mark, 25 from goal. Just swings out slightly to the right and has kicked a behind.
That's why you do it yourself, Beckworth.
So a minor score there for Joe McDonald. Missed opportunity there for the Towners to go to 6-2-38 on the second quarter. K-Rock Morris Business Class Finance scoreboard. Grovedale a 5-4-34. And the short kick in is marked in the right back pocket. It came from Quinn, who's marked by Campy.
So
Brady Arms, I should say.
Brady Campy's got it in the back pocket. Along the line towards half-back with a kick. McHugh goes up and takes a Hamlin hanger in front of the best seats in the house. Thanks to APCO, win a free fuel for a year at APCO, thanks to Icebreak.
It's been good too today.
Has
taken a few good marks.
Goes to Will Ford, who's been even better. Back into the centre square. Takes the mark, plays on now. Wants to go to the outer side, doesn't really know where to go in the end. Left foot kick long to half forward. Oh, hike. Mark Stephen couldn't take it. Now off of boot. Newtown getting back there. Oh, the handball was horrific.
Shocker.
Chafer turns around, kicks a goal.
Oh, who was that?
That was terrible. What was that? I think that was that Nelson Brown?
Nelson Brown's centre half back.
No, okay. Well, Tom Gillett is telling Joe McDonald all about it, is it?
Yeah, but that was a terrible handball. That's the last place or the worst place you want to turn the ball over by hand, particularly to Mitch Schaefer.
As they take the lead, 6-4-40, Grovedale, Newtown 6-2-38. Morris Business Class Finance, K-Rock second quarter scoreboard.
Hawks 69, Giants 59. That margin was as much as 29 points. It's back to 10 and there's plenty of time left in Canberra. Might be the Hawks season up for grabs here.
I'll tell you where there's a game. There's only 4 minutes left. Falcons 56, Bendigo 53.
Thank you, Kirsch, for Leopold Sporties. Wilkinson back in the ruck. Won the tap down. O'Dwyer knocks the ball to his own advantage and then takes possession. Sends a kick inside forward 50. Fiore the target, but Ferguson read it best off the boot and got first there to mark on the chest for the Tigers. Left back pocket at the western end of the ground. Sends a kick very wide and under the chest of Walker. Turns and kicks inboard for Grovedale. Oh, too much on it. I think Ford might have got called out of that. He didn't put his hands up. Wilkinson picked up the loose footy, tried to barge his way through a tackle, got a handball away. Now quick kick, Stephen, into the path of Quinn. Will it sit for him? Chafer will come and help him out. Tries to shrug off Postorino. Turns and sends a kick around the corner. Down, back with the flight. That's a beautiful kick from Mitch Chafer. He's some sort of elite skill. And after Werribee got beaten yesterday, is Mitch Chafer in the thinking of Jimmy Allen when they run into finals? He might just be a wild card for Werribee at VFL level come September.
Absolutely he is. He's just so talented. He's like that Sean Manor replacement for Werribee. He's just got all the tricks.
Kicked 2 goals last week down against Lara and has pushed that one across the face through for a minor score, and the margin is 3. We are getting a very entertaining clash here at Elderslie Reserve. Grovedale 6-4-40, leading Newtown 6-2-38, make it 6-5-41, leading 6-2-38, I should say.
Burns kicked it in only as far as Speedy, so Deans takes it at 50, comes back to the top of the square. Abbott couldn't take it, roved at the front by Howe for Grovedale, down over the top of it as well, and the umpire will come in and ball it up about 35 out from the Grovedale goal. So another chance for them. 24.5 played. Bowen Foods time clock in this second term. We're going to have a ball up. McHugh taps it down with the left fist. Chafer again. Left foot kick around the corner. Oh, wow-wee. Hocking was on the goal line, took the mark and wants to get it out wide. Quickly he does, and he finds Alex Dunn.
Dunn at 50, right half back, outer side of the ground. Kick flirts with the boundary line. Foppiani with not a lot of room to move. The spoil came from Ferguson to knock it out of bounds. We'll get a boundary throw in. Hawthorn now by 16 and Essendon 7 lead Fremantle 6 in an important clash at the MCG. But both games being closely watched by Cat fans, as will Brisbane and St Kilda from the Gabba to end round 21. Ball from the ruck contest allowed to hit the ground. Chute surely got one high and he will get a free kick. Wilkinson is down again after the ruck contest. Chute, keep an eye on that, Jace. Chute sends it inside forward 50. Chafer, front position, just couldn't hang on to it under pressure from Rory Diamond, who's got the Wombat Gully Plant Farm matchup. Hocking the loose footy, a handball. Lloyd drives the ball, rather Byrne, I should say. Lloyd's not here. Byrne into space, sits up for Tillman, hands it, shares it by hand. And the kick inside 50 from Lazaro. So he got it from Colville. And now Beckworth. Beckworth just sits it up. Foppiani's got to be his target. And there's a couple of Tigers there, including Brady Campy, the co-captain, taking the mark. I think Wilkinson's still down in back play as Campy's going to send it that way.
Still hasn't moved.
No. The mark nearly taken out there. We'll get to you in a moment, Birchie, because Mitchy Diamond's got the footy at right half forward.
Gets around on the left, little kick over the top, looks for Condi, coming out at Harms, got a hand to it. Needs to break free from 50. His kick was off the side of the boot, was terrible. Charlie Harris to come out, needs some support as well. Tackle comes on at left half forward for Newtown. Birchie, down to you.
Yeah, Wilkinson, I mean, he's purely toughing this out to stay out there because any knock to that back or contact in that area is going to cause discomfort. So he was down for a significant period of time just then.
He was, and he comes up against Abbott in the ruck contest, so that's a fair effort from Wilkinson. Shoot, breaks a tackle at half back, goes with a kick to centre wing, going up, Byrne, Dowd, stayed down, did well. Oh, he wanted to sell some candy and then lost the footy, but then got it back, so it was a little bit of candy anyway. Goes inside 50 with the kick. No Mark Chafer. Ball spills free. Was nearly away. Kapala comes back to him. Chafer finish it off. Left foot kick has kicked across the face of goal and through for one behind. It is a one-man excitement machine at the moment. Mitch Chafer, 3 goals, 1. His personal tally. And they go to 6-6-42 Grovedale, Newtown 6-2-38. Morris Business Class Finance K-Rock, second quarter scoreboard.
Pocock thought about coming broadcast side. Instead, we'll head towards the Autumn Street wing. It's a long ball. It may be too long. And it's out of bounds on the full, in fact. And it'll be a free kick. That's unforgivable. But with the opportunity, I've seen something I haven't seen at local footy before. I've got people over near Brady Campy receiving the footy with wine glasses in hand.
Well, we are undoubtedly. Come on.
With a little bit of red in it. Campy, I should say. High ball inside 50, knocked away by Hocking. Front of the pack forward for Grovedale, trying to barge his way through. Somehow got a handball away, jammed on the boot and rolling it through from behind with Mitch Fisher. And a minor score. So 3 consecutive behinds. They lead by 5 now. 6-7-43, playing 6-2-38 as we approach 28 minutes gone on the Barwon Foods time clock. Hawks 75, Giants 65, Essendon 14, Fremantle 6. Thanks to Leopold Sporties.
Short little kick in from Charlie Harris, came to Kapala in the back pocket on the outer side. Goes with the kick now outside 50. Big pack there, Beckworth from behind, falls to the front, Campy. And then umpire will come in and ball it up. Left half forward for Grovedale. Maybe one last chance. 28.5 played in this second term. Barwon Foods time clock. Abbott got it down, tried to get it towards Jeffrey. McDonald, handball for Newtown. They get it towards Diamond. The tackle's on. Now free kick, push in the back, said the umpire. Going to be a Newtown free. Ned Harris is going to take it back end of centre wing on the outer side.
Been good this afternoon. Game 100. In front of those that are quaffing their Pinot. Brie. Chip kick, Wilkinson, who has
miraculously come back again.
Under duress.
Absolutely.
As Jane Birch has told us for St John of God. Injury updates. Myers Street in Geelong. We put you first. Great care at St John of God. Kick towards half forward. No mark taken by Charlie Harris. Front of the pack, Wiskin gave it off to Jeffrey. Jeffrey will send Grovedale forward towards half forward. Not a great kick off the boot. Did Gillett no favours. McDonald coming across. Took the mark on the chest for the Towners. He goes short and finds Charlie Harris, who has also been busy this afternoon enjoying his brother's 100th game as much as I am. At right half back, Harris just shields his eyes from the westerly sun and sends a kick wide, and he's got too much on. He went looking. That's not a great kick. He's put it over the head of Mitch Diamond and out of bounds on the full. True centre wing, Autumn Street side of the ground. The free kick belongs in the arms of Daniel Harms, and he'll look to send the Tigers into attack.
He does now. Right foot kick. High towards half forward in front. Hocking can't take the mark. Gillett came from behind. Falls to Dowd. Got it away. Quinn on the boundary line. Little left foot kick. Where's Chafer? There he is. Gets around one. Tried to shuffle the handball out. Handball over the top. Only as far as Charlie Byrne. Wants just to clear the condition there with the ball. Back to Will Ford, who got one high. The umpire says, no, you played for it, Will. And the umpire will come in and ball it up. About 60 out from the Grovedale goal. 30 played in this second term. Ball up for Wilkinson and Abbott. Abbott got a left hand to it, fell to him in the end, or Wilkinson down again. Very sore. Goes to Jeffrey now. His kick was smothered. Free kick's going to come back though.
I reckon Abbott's down for the moment. Keep an eye on that Birchie for St John of God. We might have both rucks now. Wilkinson's coming towards the boundary. He can't get out of his own way. And Ryan Abbott now is on his feet. And he'll take a free kick, but he's moving as well as I've moved in about the last 15 years, I reckon, Cam Wilkinson. He's not the smoothest of movers, young Cameron, but right now being hindered. And so after all of that, Have we got a 50 metre? What have we got? No, we've got a ball up, have we? In the mass confusion taking place here. Players going down everywhere. Conversations between the umpires. I think it's umpires Wilson and Rankin having a conversation, and the decision is it's going to be. I can't tell you.
Well, that's because nobody knows.
No.
It's going to be.
Will Jeffrey's going to take the free kick. He's won the raffle.
Yep.
Well done, Will.
Yep. Blue 39.
Yep. That was the winning raffle ticket.
Can't tell you why Will Jeffrey has it and a chance to extend the margin into double digits here for the Tigers as we approach half-time. Here at Ellerslie Reserve, Jeffrey has gold. 11-point lead for the Tigers. Fourth of the quarter for them as they move to 7-7-49, leading Newtown and Chilwell 6-2-38 on the second quarter. K-Rock, Morris Business Class Finance scoreboard. Asset Finance by Geelong people, for Geelong people. Call 1300 for Morris. It's an eye on the rucks for you, Birchie.
Absolutely. Cam Wilkinson, he is in a world of pain, doubled over on the interchanges as soon as he came off for a long period of time and looking really distressed. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if they can get any more minutes out of him. And Ryan Abbott's also made his way to the bench, but he looks like he's moving a lot more freely, so we'll keep you updated on that.
Well, the old makeshift rucks will have to go for the rest of the game almost. They might make it fair anyway.
Nathan McHugh's up against Connor Foppiani. So there you go, McHugh gets it down. Foppiani tried to put the tackle on, falls to the back of the pack. O'Dwyer and Diamond for Newtown. Diamond got it away to Burn. Way too slow. McHugh, he just left it for Ford in the end. He gets it forward to Speedy. 40 out from goal and has missed it. And Walker can't take the mark as it comes off his hands and through for one behind to the Tigers. So they go to 7-8-50. They lead Newtown 6-2-38. Morris Business Class Finance K-Rock second quarter scoreboard.
Short kick into the right back pocket. It had to be hacked out of there. Might have been Kapala, but it's going to land with Ford. Ford turns, kicks, and has missed to the left.
Wow,
and he had screaming for it at the top of his goal square.
Walker.
Yeah, he did.
Sam Walker, I think it was, got absolutely burnt.
And a minor score. The margin is 13. It's an equal game-high lead, but the first time Grovedale have led by that. 7-9. They've butchered some opportunities. Newtown 6-2.
So Hocking plays on from full-back, kicks it in, looks for Foppiani, puts one hand up, can't take the mark. Ball spills free at half forward for Grovedale. Pack develops, umpire will come in and ball it up. Tom's looking at my book. What's going on there?
Is that who kicked that behind?
Ford.
Got two now or one?
I don't know, maybe two.
Yep,
I think it's two. Perfect, there you go. Ball up, right half forward. Foppiani not happy with somebody there as the umpire will come in, ball it up again.
Time on in Canberra, Hawthorn 81, Giants 66, and 15 minutes gone in Melbourne at the G, Essendon 20, Fremantle 13.
From the ruck contest, Charlie Harris got legged, I think, the umpire's saying, and will take the free kick at half back for Newtown. So 34 minutes played. We'll be going home on Monday the way we're going here. Short kick to Ned Harris. And there is the siren for half-time. It's Grovedale now, 7-9-51. They lead Newtown at the main break, 6-2-38.
Half-time thanks to Blackman's Brewery, the ultimate half-time beer made right here in Geelong. Newtown and Chilwell, 6-2-38. Grovedale, 7-9-51. 4 goals, 9. I've got Grovedale kicking in that second quarter to the Towners, 1 goal, 1. So there were some opportunities, and I don't think any of those behinds were rushed. So a big quarter there. They've had 13 shots at goal, but just haven't been put enough separation between themselves and the Towners to say that they're home in this one. Jane Birch is down boundary side for A&B Australia Quality Shelving. I think you've got Nathan McHugh with you, Birchie.
I do have Nathan McHugh. Really good first half there from the Tigers. Obviously, you really got the ascendancy towards the end of that second quarter there. And going forward, it's exciting having Tommy Gillett really hitting.
I'm running the laps you get when you're late for training.
I'm doing this lap so you can get to training safely.
Because late is always better than never.
Being late isn't the end of the world.
For causing a road crash by going even a little bit over the limit, could be.
This lap so you can all get footy in backstage.
This lap?
This lap.
This lap.
This lap is so you can show up to your team and slow down on the road.
There is literally no reason for you to speed.
So this lap, so you don't have to rush.
Hang on. Why am I running laps? I'm retired.
That's going to have a big bearing on this contest, and will be interesting to see how it plays out, and you know who Newtown are going to put up in the ruck against Ryan Abbott. He also came off at the same time as Cam did the second time, and was a little bit laboured in his movement, and so we'll just wait and see whether he comes out after half time. But Cam Wilkinson's the big story, and whether he can actually get back out and take any further part in the game.
I can't believe you can see anything in those 3D glasses you're wearing, Birchie.
Working under duress there, Birchie. Kingy's taking photos of you as you're trying to give a report.
Hey, it could be. It could be worse.
They're not red and blue.
They're not red and blue.
No, they're red and black.
Yeah.
For our listeners supporting. Thank you for that, Birchie. You talk about working under duress. Come and work next to Ben Casanilli for an afternoon. That's not working under duress.
I was almost working under it last night.
Yeah, very much so. Kerrs Hire, 3 locations, North Geelong, Grovedale and Ocean Grove. Just some key numbers, please, Kirsch, before we go to the break.
Yes, Grovedale did change their style, as we thought they might have with that breeze, and instead of that uncontested 0-30 game, they played that little bit longer. But you know what? That was thanks to Shane Gillett. His old man's out there. Man's out there. Tommy Gillett, he straightened them right up, didn't he? He took those marks early, and that really gave them the confidence to go longer looking for that target, that one-on-one, and then into Schaefer when the ball hits the ground. Schaefer was around, and we saw how dangerous he was, and his dominance in that quarter. McHugh, Ford, Abbott, they were all dominant. They were huge in that quarter. And the only disappointment, I suppose, Kingy, you mentioned it just before we went to that break, is that they had 17 entries side forward 50 for 4 goals, 9. So there's 17 entries. They have 13 scoring shots, and it was on the other ledger of 4 goals, 9. So
that's 80% conversion almost.
Absolutely. So when they went inside forward 50 with that longer entries, they were almost hitting the scoreboard nearly every time. So that just shows you how dangerous they can be when they get it in there quick. This quarter, it'll be interesting to see if they go back to that 0-30 against the breeze. Newtown, on the other hand, they only had had the 8 inside forward 50s for 2 scoring shots, 1 goal, 1. So they're not as dangerous when the ball goes in there. Fiore was the only one who looked dangerous. Beckworth took some marks outside 50 or near 50, but apart from that, when the ball hit the ground, Grovedale rebounded pretty well, and Ferguson was pretty solid down there as well. So terrific coaching, I reckon, by Spalding to sort of have them playing one style against the Breeze and the conditions, and then playing a different style and getting their bigs and their smalls into the game. So it really started, though, with Abbott around the ball, because the clearances, they are +8 in clearances at the moment, 17-9. That quarter was 10-5. So that Abbott effect, and particularly now if he comes on and Wilkinson goes off, then that's going to be a massive impact on this game. Inside 50s, as we mentioned, at the moment, Grovedale are +5. That's that Breeze. They had 17-8 that quarter, so they were +9. But really, it is that clearances and the work they're getting the ball inside forward 50 that's doing the damage at the moment. Newtown with the Breeze, they're probably going to have to be up at 3/4 time to be a chance in this game, and Grovedale then have to do the job in the last. But, you know, they've got their tails up. Grovedale will be a really good, interesting premiership quarter, the third.
Thank you for that, Kirsch. 100% locally owned and operated in Geelong. That's Kerrs Hire, North Geelong, Grovedale and Ocean Grove. Around the grounds for Leopold Sporties. The Giants are going to commit grand larceny. 84-82, they lead the Hawks. 33 minutes played on the Barham Foods time clock, and at the MCG approaching quarter time, Essendon 34 lead Fremantle 25. We'll take a break, come back. Second half on the other side of this. Newtown and Chilwell have re-emerged. Grovedale won't be too far away. They lead 51-38. Back shortly. Live, breathe, K-Rock football.
At APCO, we know your time is precious. So download the APCO app to skip the queue and pay for your fuel from the comfort of your car. Love our Jaffles and award-winning coffee? Pre-order through the APCO app. No more waiting in line, just grab and go. Shop the way you want, when you want. Just search APCO app in your app store and start saving time today. APCO Cafe 24/7. We've got you.
Morris Business Class is the new pinnacle of personalised service and commitment tailored specifically for the Geelong, Werribee and Surf Coast business community. As a national business trading locally in Geelong for over 25 years, we understand the unique needs of local business owners and people. With Morris Business Class, you'll enjoy a standard of service in a class above the rest. So let's look at your finance options today. Call 1300 4MORRIS to experience the difference today.
Do you know what's as Geelong as the Cats? Blackman's Brewery. Family owned and run, Blackman's makes local beer right here in Geelong and the Surf Coast. Whether it's a crisp, refreshing Pivot City lager, pale ale, or a classic Blackman's beer, it's Geelong brewed and always delicious. It's the ultimate halftime beer. Blackman's Brewery, an Australian champion brewery. Beer for everyone. Settle into your favourite at a Blackman's bar in Torquay, Grovedale and Ocean Grove.
Update your home with a new floor from Harvey Norman. Great deals on versatile hybrid flooring, including beautiful Australian timber, pine and oak designs from just $45 per square metre. Luxurious oak natural timber flooring from only $85 per square metre. Or family-friendly carpets. Soft, quiet and warm underfoot. Great value from just $17 per square metre. From measure and quote to expert installation in your home. Come on in and see the specialists at Harvey Norman. Your locally owned and operated Harvey Norman, Corio and Warn Ponds.
Like footy players, not all shelving is equal. Some buckle under pressure, some are a bit crooked. But we're Geelong. We're tough. We're A&B Australia, the Geelong Shelving Store. Whatever size or weight capacity you need, choose the winning team for high-quality, tailor-made shelving units. A&B Australia is the ultimate destination for your garage, office, warehouse or factory storage. See the showroom and talk to an expert. 47 Morgan Street, North Geelong. ANBAustralia.net.
If your lounge room has been niggling at you, your bedroom's fighting for attention, or your deck is calling your name, then you might need to plan a paint project. And when you do, the team at your local Inspirations Paint store can't wait to get stuck into it with you. They're the Dulux approved specialists, and they've got all the paint, accessories and expert advice to make your next project awesome. Inspirations Paint. What's your next project?
Inspirations Paint, Grovedale, 138 Torquay Road.
Thanks to our #1 ticket holder, APCO. Fueled by APCO Cafe 24/7.
Elderslie Reserve and its half-time coming to its conclusion. Let's have a look at the White Cross Healthcare head-to-head. Ned Harris, Nathan Deans, and their impact on the contest, Kirsch, from that first half.
Oh, we know that they're both they're the torch carriers for their midfield teams at the moment. Obviously, Nathan Deans is sort of the one who gets his head under. He's had the 5 kicks, 6 handballs. Ned Harris has had he's had 9 kicks and 5 handballs. So they're almost head-to-head at the moment.
Third quarter underway for Bowen. Timmer's going to be a free kick high. Here's Will Jeffrey being taken. Giants 84, Hawthorn 82. What happened for Leopold Sporties? Jeffrey slow to his feet. Actually, we'll just keep an eye on him for St John of God. But the Falcons, what was the end result there against the Bendigo Pioneers?
Falcons kicked one on the siren. Geelong Falcons 62, Bendigo Pioneers 54. 8-point win to the Falcons.
Thank you for that. As Jeffrey sends it inside forward 50. Gillett, Abbott, take your pick. Neither can mark. That's a good mark. Hocking in a pack of 4. The veteran stood tall, took a really nice mark for the Townies. They'll swing it to right half back to McDonald. They need to get a move on here. Trailing by 13 points early in this third quarter. Chips one over the top, and Beckworth, who's looked good on debut, with a couple of goals marks.
So half back comes backwards. Rory Diamond takes the mark. So Grovedale just closing up some holes. He'll have to go and switch the ball. He does now. Across the face of goal. Ooh. Dangerous to Pocock. He took it though. Goes out wide with the kick. It's okay. Got it to Ned Harris. Now at left half back. He chips the ball over the top. Gets it to Toolman, who is going to go inside, then goes outside with the kick. Finds Charlie Byrne. Still at half back for Newtown. He goes with a left foot kick now towards half forward, over the head of Harms. Condi takes it for Newtown. Inside 50 now, open. Just sets it up for Darney's handball back to Fiore. Just to get back on that right foot. 40 from goal. Kicks it around the corner, across the face of goal. Still in the field of play. And Quinn's able to give it away to Chafer, who's a long way from goal at half back.
Has a bounce, steadies himself and kicks to the wing for the Tigers. Stephen, his target, bounces over his head. Bounces back into the waiting arms of Coburn. Coburn tried to get it to Foppiani. Foppiani's taken over the boundary line and out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. In fact, it was Rory Diamond, not Coburn, I should say. And we'll have it hauled back into place. So Cam Wilkinson is out of the contest. We'll get to Birchie in a moment just to update that for St John of God. We put you first. And that's going to leave Foppiani, possibly Pocock, and a little bit of maybe also Fiore to do some ruck work. Kick around the corner by Deans for Grovedale. Byrne knocks it down. He's got a couple of teammates there, including Toolman, who runs onto the footy. But McHugh, who was good in that first half, lays a good tackle, and we get a stoppage just forward of the wing, favouring the Tigers. Broadcast side, down to you, Birchie, just on that update of Cam Wilkinson, please.
Yeah, Cam Wilkinson has the tracksuit on, so it doesn't look like he'll take any further part in this one.
Abbott, thanks Birchie. To St John of God there. Shoot, gets it to Will Ford, gets it to Speedy, who can't take it. Coming the other way, Mitchie. Diamond gets it back towards centre wing. Spiral torpedo, coming at it, punching it away. Also there was Schultz for Grovedale. And the Tigers happy to see it over the line through Harms. And we'll have a boundary throw-in on Westie's wing here on the broadcast side of Elderslie Reserve.
Bob and Kath will be listening this afternoon, no doubt.
As always, the West family, always in our thoughts when we broadcast here at Elderslie Reserve. Now, Foppiani against Abbott, who just kicks it out of the ruck contest. And big pack around the ball now. The umpire will come in and do a bit more work. And King's going to do a bit more work to get the ball out of here.
Giants 84, Hawks 82. So the Giants climbed to third. Geelong dropped to fourth. Essendon 34, lead at Fremantle 25 quarter time at the G. Leopold Sporties around the grounds. On hands and knees trying to get a handball out was Harms. Foppiani. Mitch Diamond eventually got it out. O'Dwyer next to the boundary line on the Westies wing, kicks towards half forward. Ferguson was there, knocked it down, got a handball on the up from Campy. Now the clearing kick from Schultz, a spinning ball. Hocking sets himself and marks. Never averted his gaze from the Sharon, took the mark and kicked quickly. Condi, middle of Elderslie Reserve, swings onto his left boot, sends it towards forward 50. No move taken by Fiore, but here's Harrison White with a clearing kick, and it's well weighted too onto the chest of Harms at left half back. He goes short, and Ford has taken the mark, and they miss an opportunity there, the Towners.
So Will Ford just holds it up Kicks it back in. Oh, dangerous. Quinn had to make up a bit of ground and just did. And said, I'm holding it up now because I just had to stretch. Now he goes from centre wing to half forward. McHugh over the back. Good mark. Hamlin hanger right in front of the best seats in the house thanks to APCO. Win free fuel for a year thanks to Ice Break over the back with the kick. Diamond. Rory wrapped up and only 30 from goal for Grovedale. We are going to have a ball up.
Been good, McHugh, today, hasn't he?
Been really good. I've really been impressed with his game today. Just his marking and his decision-making post-marking.
Gillett doing the ruck work, won the tap down. Dean's hands and knees. Handball, quick snap around the corner. Came from shoot and hit the very top of the goalpost. Could you believe it? It has hit right on the very point at the top of the right-hand goalpost. From Jack Shoot, as close as you can get, and hocking quickly away. Grovedale leading by 14.
Goes into the middle or punched away from behind. Grovedale coming up to the ball, and the umpire will come in and ball it up. That is, you don't see that too often.
Oh, you
the ball nearly hit the top of the moon, really. They went that high after it hit the goalpost.
Oh, you couldn't play at the Telstra Dome, could he?
No way. Ball from the ruck contest. Deans burrows in there again. Diamond. Oh,
can't do that.
Oh, be careful there. Mitchy Diamond against
Got to be free, doesn't it?
Well, the umpire's coming in. I think he's going to ball it up. And he is.
He'd already blown the whistle, though, and he continued the tackle.
Did.
Okay.
So Abbott takes out the ruck. Fopiani puts the bear hug tackle on him. And another ball up. Just outside the centre square on centre wing. Abbott got it down towards Deans. He puts the tackle on. Comes to the back of the pack. Charlie Harris got one high. The umpire says, I'll ball it up. No, I think umpire Nolan has found that. And it's going to be too high to Charlie Harris.
Was a free kick.
Short kick. Well, that's the idea of the three umpires. As you go short to O'Dwyer, that they do see stuff that their running mates might not see. Back with the flight, Stephen was good. The advancing Ned Harris had it knocked from his grasp, and out of bounds it goes for a boundary throw. Just doing the little things well at the moment, Grovedale. 7:10:52. Newtown and Chilwell 6:2:38. 6.5 minutes played on the Barham Foods time clock. Barham Foods sells the freshest fish direct to you. Donga Road in North Geelong. Abbott and Fopiani to go at it. Front of the pack, Fopiani will actually do the roving. A handball release, gave it to Charlie Harris, who gave it to Ned Harris. The outside of the right boot for Newtown. Coming up, not taking the mark, was done, but he did okay to recover the situation. Turned and kicked inside 50. Fiore came with a run. Coburn couldn't hang on to it. And there also was Wiskin for Grovedale to hold things up. We'll get a ball up just outside 50. Gee, Coburn has got a good size about him. As he came at the foot, he just couldn't hang on to it. And the margin is 14 to the good of Grovedale. 7 minutes played, Barham Foods time clock in this Barwon Timber third quarter.
So, Fopiani tried to take it out of the ruck contest, got wrapped up straight away by his opposite number, Ryan Abbott. And the umpire will come in. Fopiani got one on the head too, I think, as he got up. So, Abbott taps it down. Pretty close quarters. The umpire will come in and ball it up again. Ryan Abbott's... Well, Nick Howard thought he was going to get a free kick, which was never coming from the umpire. So again, Abbott taps it down. Morant gets it around the corner into the middle for Grovedale. Jeffrey takes it back end of the centre square.
Assesses his options. Look to come broadcast side. We'll now send it towards the Autumn Street side of the ground. It's a well-weighted kick, and Mark taken out there by the lively McHugh. McHugh sends it towards the lead of Stephen. Too much on it. Kapala judged at best. Can't hang on to the mark, though. At ground level, Hocking helps him out. Handball to Charlie Harris, who ran out of room. And he's taken out of bounds for a boundary throw. And Kapala had to complete that mark. Didn't. Need to make a move here, Kirsch. They're making it tough for themselves, knowing that they're going to kick into the breeze in the final term.
They do, and Grovedale are doing really well just to slow the flow of the game down. Like, they're winning the clearances, but they're just happy for it to go between the arcs at the moment and just keep that status quo going.
Ford's going to send them inside 50. Chafer, front position, was too strong for Rory Diamond, and he's proving the difference between the two sides, Mitch Chafer. He's got 3. He's looking for a 4th. And a hand on the Leopold Sporties player of the day. He's definitely the most influential player on the ground. He is a class above. Can he make a late charge for the team of the year? Well, Jack Driver could make it last year off 9 games.
Absolutely. This kid can make it off 4 games. Don't worry about that.
25 metres out. Mitch Chafer has missed. Geez, you give a bloke a rap. He's pushed it across the face. 3 goals, 2 for Mitch Chafer. Margin is 15. 7:11:53. Grovedale. Newtown 6:2:38. 9 1/4 minutes played on the Bowen Foods time clock. Bowen Foods sells the freshest fish direct to you. Donga Road, North Geelong.
Hocking plays on from fullback, kicks it straight to the middle of Elders in reserve. Great mark in front as well was taken by Ned Harris, who goes one kick to centre half forward. Fiore takes it, so they've had 2 possessions to centre half forward, and he's going to shoot for goal from 50 out, slide angle. You wouldn't want 18 shots to 8 come back to haunt you, would you, for Grovedale, Kirsch?
No, particularly that second quarter with that 4 goals, 9.
Yes.
So, you know, 30, you haven't seen it too many times where you get 13 scoring shots in a quarter, and you certainly got to make the most of those opportunities, at least halve it.
Absolutely. So Liam Fiore's kicked 2 this afternoon. This to bring the margin back to 7 points. Going to come in now. And in fact, it's going to be 9 points if he kicks it. He kicked it all right. The goal umpire hasn't moved. He's kicked his 3rd. And that's a good finish. There's easy possession there for Newtown. They go to 7:2:44. Grovedale 7:11:53. That's on the Bowen Timber K-Rock 3rd quarter scoreboard.
Well, it was a kick in to Ned Harris, and then a Ned Harris kick inside forward 50.
Easy
That was
football,
it.
isn't it?
As simple as you got it. You know, it's not that hard sometimes. I mean, Ned Harris' mark was fantastic. Contested mark. Yes, you need that contested mark, but that next one, yeah, it's as simple as it can be sometimes.
Can they find consecutive goals, though, the Towners?
Starts here.
Is something they've actually struggled to do. They kicked the first 2 of the contest, but haven't been able to do it since. Abbott doing the ruck work. Foppione is going to be a free kick. Which way is it going to go? Non-controlling umpire has paid a free kick off the footy against Postorino to Will Jeffrey, who's been good this afternoon. Jeffrey sends a kick very wide. Here's Morant taking it. Almost a true centre wing. Just slightly forward of. He's called to play on. Onto his left boot. He sends it inside forward 50. Coming with a rush from behind is McHugh, front of the pack. There's plenty of numbers for Newtown, including Mitch Diamond. Slung in the tackle. Postorino might have caught one high. Chafer, sleight of hand. Stephen just didn't get the bend on the ball that he wanted, and back with the flight. It's going to bounce inside the field of play fortuitously for Newtown back to O'Dwyer, who then tried to get a handball to Charlie Harris. Missed him. It's out of bounds for a boundary throw in right forward pocket.
It's poorly worked there by Newtown. Poorly defended.
Gee, the sleight of hand from Chafer, and just Stephen couldn't get the bend that he wanted. And we'll get a boundary throw in the right forward pocket. Double fister from Pocock. McShield style, would have liked that. Brown couldn't take it. Postorino could. Lost it in the tackle, and then, big sort of wrestling move. Wade there on Nathan Deans. I think that was by Charlie Harris. And we'll get a ball up. Right forward pocket. Grovedale in attack, leading by 9 as we've played 12 minutes on the Bowen Foods time clock.
So Pocock gets it down from the ruck contest. Falls towards K-Rock's zone. Gillett. Rugby tackled over the boundary line.
Fremantle 37, Essendon 35 for Leopold Sporties. 7 minutes played, second quarter at the G.
Newtown have made that change as well. So Toolman no longer running with Schaefer. That Rory Diamond has that job now this quarter.
So boundary throw in right forward pocket for the Tigers. Falls to the side of the pack. Jeffrey. And he's chicken wing from both sides. I don't know how that happens, but anyway, he got both hands held by 2 Newtown opponents. Postorino is one of them. The umpire will ball it up again. Right forward pocket for the Tigers.
Couple of the Grovedale players setting off the stoppage here, and they get on the fly. Watch Schaefer on the fly here. There's Abbott.
There he is. Straight through the middle. Schaefer left foot kick from the sky. Oh, he's missed it just. 3 goals, 3. How are we going? I've been commentating together, and yeah, you're good coaching, Matty Kershaw. 7:12:54. Grovedale, Newtown 7:2:44. Bowen Timber K-Rock 3rd quarter scoreboard.
Anna Bruin did that really well last night for the Cats. Found himself sweeping through the contest, especially in the second half.
Well, that's the danger when you don't have the ruckman against Abbott, I suppose, inside your forward 50. How do you nullify that? They just set up and get on the fly.
Hocking to half-back, spoil away, came from Harms towards the boundary line. They get another stoppage, and they're not allowing Newtown to get any flow to their game like they had in the opening quarter. They kicked 5 goals in the opening term, the Towners. They've only kicked 2 since, and we've now played 13 and a half minutes of the third quarter. Third quarter action thanks to Bowen Timber, your specialists in the supply and installation of timber and engineered flooring in the Geelong region. McHugh doing the ruck work, won the tap down. Jeffrey, the front of the pack to the roving. Quick handball release was good. Here's Ford, who's been outstanding. Chafer on the lead, juggles and marks. Underneath the scoreboard, it'll seat his left boot. Man on the mark, Diamond. Rory stands about 35 or 40 from goal. Chafer decides to hit Abbott on a lead, just couldn't complete the mark. Did his own roving. Handball to Ford. Ford on the right boot. Jeffrey will take the mark. There was a sling tackle afterwards. He got rid of it, and it'll be paid down ground, and Jeffrey will go back and have a shot on a 16-point lead, which will be a game-high margin. He's already kicked the one in that second quarter, Will Jeffrey, looking for another. I don't know if there was too much in the sling tackle. Might have been Ned Harris who was actually pinged.
It was going to be a mark
anyway. Yeah, Jeffrey from 25 metres out just sneaks it into the right-hand goal post. So 2 for Will Jeffrey, only 6 for the season coming in. But he's got 2 this afternoon, and his team now lead by 16 points. 8-12-60 on the third quarter K-Rock Barwon Timber scoreboard. You'll find them on Fellmongers Road in Breakwater, barwontimber.com.au. Newtown and Chilwell, 7-2-44.
Well, whilst Ned Harris has had an okay game, he's been a bit quieter this quarter, but it's getting smacked around the ball at the moment. We know Abbott's influential, but you've got to be a little bit defensive, the midfielders, and try and stop those clearances. That's 9-2 in favour of Grovedale, and most of those 9 have resulted in some type of forward entry or at least a score. So they've really got to tighten up around those stoppages in Newtown.
Back to the middle. Abbott gets it down. Rove by O'Dwyer, kicked it off the ground for Newtown. Inside 50. Best way home, Beckworth trying to get the kick around the corner. It was partly smothered. Fiore, does he get a free kick? He does. And I think held on to, sling tackle, whatever you like, from Daniel Harms. And Tom Beckworth will have a shot for goal and a quick reply in the right forward pocket at the Minerva Road end of Elderslie Reserve.
Well, that was the difference. O'Dwyer wins the centre clearance and they get the ball inside forward 50. Even though it was a mongrel punt inside forward 50, it's a dangerous ball. It's chaos. That really tests defenders, and they gave away a free kick from it. So, you know, if you can get your hands on it around the stoppages, which they aren't, that's where they're going to get themselves back into the game.
As we said, he's a goal kicker, Tom Beckworth. Kicked 49 in 28 reserves games before his debut today. He's kicked 2 already this afternoon. Quick reply for Newtown if you can slot it through. Right foot kick. Oh, wow. Oh, pretty good. Oh, he's just missed. Just missed. 2-1 his personal tally. 7-3-45 now, the Towners. Grovedale 8-12-60, Barwon Timber K-Rock. Third quarter scoreboard.
Harrison White with the kicking duties for the Tigers. Just a 3 behinds this afternoon for Newtown. White takes off into the right back pocket and then sends it very, very wide, Autumn Street side of the ground. A couple of marking targets, McHugh and also Abbott. Hocking took it off the hands of the pack. Quick kick away, will float out of bounds. And it might have been touched off the boot, or is it out of bounds on the full? No, it's touched off the boot, and we'll get a boundary throw-in. Fremantle now by 8 over the Bombers, 43-35. These are results the Cats don't want. McHugh doing the ruck work, winning the tap down, trying to barge through the pack. Ned Harris, and he reeled it in and then got a handball away. Jeffrey was there for Grovedale. He got a handball away, but out of the congestion, a quick kick from O'Dwyer. Flying Beckworth, brought it to ground. Ferguson, that was no look handball. That was risky, but it worked. Harrison White now a clearing kick. Rolling ball. Nelson Brown will try and trap at the veteran. Got a quick handball away, but he missed Postorino. Overrunning the footing and leaving it behind was Quinn. He'll have to go back and put pressure on Postorino. He did, and then he gave away a free kick as going in lower and harder. And winning the footy is Colville. He'll look to send Newtown into attack.
Goes now, left foot kick, high into the 50. Getting back Ferguson for Grovedale. Falls at the back of the pack to Harrison White. Handball over the top towards Harms. He gets it back to Harrison White from half back towards Deans. Oh, just takes a one-hander. Hamlin Hanger holds off Nelson Brown. It just takes it on the boundary line, Speedy, and does well.
Clever.
Doesn't have to be...
That's a contested mark.
Yeah, absolutely. Doesn't have to be 6'4" to take a Hamlin Hanger. He goes towards half forward. Abbott just butchers his way to the front against Hocking, takes the mark at right. That left half forward goes inside 50. Pocock, though, got back in front and took the mark for Newtown. Switch the play towards Ned Harris, still inside defensive 50. Plays on, draws a player, gives it away to Charlie Byrne. Little left foot kick is okay. They're out now over the top. Coburn. Oh, missed the target. Coming the other way, Schultz for Grovedale. He's going to need some support. Beckworth did well. Got the clearing kick for Newtown up towards forward 50. Which way is it going to bounce? Bounce for McDonald, who can run onto it. Turn of speed outside of the right foot. Goal! Inspirations paint goal of the day from Joe McDonald. Great play from Newtown transition, and he finished the play there. And he kicks his first of the afternoon. And great work from the home side. And Joe McDonald finished off the work with the outside of the right boot for Newtown and Chilwell. And they kick 8. They're 8th, 8-3-51. They trail Grovedale 8-12-60. Bowen Timber K-Rock. Third quarter scoreboard.
It's just the little things in footy that kill you, and they rebounded that forward 50 from that Abbott inside forward 50 pretty easily, and then obviously on the outer side they overrun it. They missed a contest where they could have halved, and then it goes inside forward 50 for a goal. So it's just the little things that can cost you at times at this level of footy.
Coburn doing the ruck work, and it's going to fall for him, and he's going to send Newtown and Chilwell inside forward 50 again. Back with the flight. Fiore marks. Chance for back-to-back goals for the first time since the opening quarter in the hands of Liam Fiore. Man on the mark, stands 25 from goal. He's just left of centre, and a chance to kick his fourth. And if it's Chafer at one end, it's Fiore at the other. They need to... Well, you think they need to be in front at three-quarter time. That breeze has just got up a little bit. We'll get to Birchie in a moment. It's just got a little bit cooler here as the sun sets in the west. Left forward pocket, Liam Fiore looking for goal number 4 and to cut the margin to 3. He has 4 for Fiore. Leading goal kicker on the ground, and his team's back within 3 points. They're making their move in this premiership quarter. 9-3-57 they move to on the Bowen Timber scoreboard. Grovedale are 8-12-60, and with some work to do, Kirsch, they're being made, I suppose, to see if they can respond to this one. Grovedale with the Towners finally getting into gear.
Absolutely, and it's no surprise that the last 3 clearances have gone Newtown's way, and that's resulted in inside forward 50s, and that's what's got them back in the game. We spoke about where they were getting beaten, and it looks like they're turning the wheel slowly in that area. You got to win it at the source, get the ball going forward, and that's exactly what they're doing. They got themselves back in this game of footy.
Abbott Chafer in the middle now for Grovedale as well. Postorino's handball back or tackle coming across the umpire will ball it up. And the tackle was from Stephen, and it was on Toolman. And so just inside the centre square at centre half forward for Grovedale. We're going to have a ball up. And Abbott gets it down. Speedy's going to get a free kick. Deans gets it against Diamond. Inside 50 with the kick. Hocking from behind defensively did well. Dowd's handball to Jeffrey. His handball out further. Stephen off a step from 30 metres. Goal! Good goal. Tommy Stephen kicks the goal. And the quick reply for Grovedale, 9-12-66. And they stretch the lead again. Newtown 9-3-57. Bowen Timber K-Rock. Third quarter scoreboard.
Yeah, it was just that little bit of ruck work smarts by Abbott down to Deans, and Deans was going to get the clearance anyway, but they held him, they got nervous, and Deans gets a free kick and inside forward 50 quick. What I liked about it is, though, that Grovedale had the players front and centre. They were in position, they knew where the ball was going to, and Newtown just didn't defend them well enough, and they had sort of time and space to get hands release out to Stephen and finish with a nice goal.
It was a clinical finish from Tommy Stephen. Just the 4 goals this year, the Geelong amateur product. Make that number 5. Back in the middle, Abbott climbed high over Foppiani. Won the tap down to Deans. Deans turns and kicks quickly towards forward 50. Back with the flight to spoil. Rory Diamond had to go back and find a loose footy, and he's taken in a tackle by Jeffrey. And we'll get a stoppage right at the top of the 50-metre arc. Umpire Nolan says, I'll quickly put it into the air. Foppiani, Abbott, front position, won the tap down. Tried to find Deans again. Taking in a good tackle. O'Dwyer brings him to ground. We'll get another ball up. 45 out from the Tiger goal now. Abbott again. Foppiani, Abbott, this time palming it back to Ford, who snaps a kick around the corner. Gillett with the one hand, couldn't reel it in. Found it at ground level, turned, snapped, and has missed to the left. That would have been an Inspirations paint goal of the day, but he just couldn't finish his work there, Tommy Gillett. 2-2 for him, and the margin is 10. Bowen Foods time clock, 23 minutes gone, third quarter, in an entertaining clash from Elderslie Reserve. Grovedale 9-13-67, Newtown 9-3-57.
Hocking plays on from full-back, wants to go long to Ned Harris, going to fall to Morant first. Harris is there. Oh, high tackle, free kick, Newtown. At half back, and that's going to be Jesse Colville, I think, with the free kick. It is. Oh, he thought about the handball to O'Dwyer. He nearly stole it from him as he ran past. He's called to play on now. So he's going to go long down the line to centre wing with the kick. Abbott stands tall, takes the mark against Foppiani. Never going to drop that one. And he goes lateral with the kick. That was terrible off the boot. And Daniel Harms had to slip catch it Mark Taylor style and take it at half back.
Harms to drive it to half forward. Gillett, McHugh. He's been good all day. Just couldn't hang on to that one. He tried to claim it, but he was a couple of touches between his first and last touch. Kapala had his kick smothered by McHugh. Kapala has to see it out in front of our best seats in the house, in front of a vocal Grovedale crowd. Bit going on. O'Dwyer and McHugh getting to know each other. Win free fuel for a year at APCO, thanks to Icebreak. And we'll have it hurled back into play.
He's you in your bath. Hope you bring the soap.
Ball back into play. Foppiani, bit of humour from the crowd in front of us. Nice tap down. Mitch Diamond brought down in the tackle low, turned it over, brought to ground Wiskin, and going nowhere. Ball up. Haven't heard that for a while. He's giving you a bath. I hope he brought the soap.
It's interesting.
Bit of quality humour there.
Real dad joke scenario there.
Absolutely.
A contest now. Abbott gets it down to Deans at half forward. Speedy, ripped off the football try, then got the handball away. But Newtown with the numbers. Foppiani touched off the boot. That kick round the corner. Now, Campy at the back with Schultz. He's wrapped up on centre wing. And he's going to give it back to the umpire. He's going to ball it up on centre wing.
That was a quick whistle.
It was very quick. I guess that stops the sling, because I guess that they were both upright and it's a potential to take him to ground. So that's what we're seeing more of.
Abbott won the tap down. Ball's going to roll into the path of McDonald of Newtown. He was looking to give the handball before he took possession, and as a result, he's given away a free kick because he fumbled the footy, and Harrison White has got it. A Q screaming for it in front of our best seats in the house. So White thought to come one way, now steps around the man on the mark and kicks on his non-preferred left. Will he get enough purchase on the kick? Gillett went to ground. It's off the boot of Pocock. Fell for Jeffrey. Through traffic. Quick snap, has missed the lot. And out of bounds on the full. Gee, he just glided through. They parted like the Red Sea with the players around him, but he just couldn't get the bend he wanted on the ball. Will Jeffrey to kick his third. And the margin stays at 10 with a free kick in the left back pocket as we approach 26 minutes played in this third quarter. The Towners, they've got to be within a kick at least, don't they, Kirsch?
Absolutely, they do. I said they're going to be in front the way Grovedale played with that breeze the last time. But, geez, they've had a few points kicked, but they've actually had a few opportunities that haven't scored as well, either out in the full or fell short. So they've certainly given themselves every chance, Grovedale.
Kapala got it to Ned Harris, who goes into the middle of the ground. No push. Was it? No, the umpire said play on, so free kick's going to come, is it? No, handball over the top, and riding the bump there is Wiskin for Grovedale. O'Dwyer came in to put the tackle on, so just inside the centre square, just forward of the centre circle for Grovedale. We are going to have a ball up. Abbott up against Foppiani. Abbott gets it down towards Deans. He's on hands and knees. Foppiani comes in as well. Ball spills free. O'Dwyer got it out towards half forward. Harms gets back there first. Can Dunn... Well, he's not going to be able to keep the ball in anyway. If Dunn was bearing down him, the ball runs out of bounds. 50 around from the Newtown goal. We are going to have a boundary throw in.
The wine drinkers are still there, enjoying their Sunday afternoon.
We should commentate over that side. They could bring us a little Pinot.
Ball back into play. Tapped down by Abbott. Rolling ball left behind by O'Dwyer of Newtown. And we get a stoppage between wing and a half forward. Newtown slightly in attack on the Autumn Street side of the ground as we approach 27 and a half minutes played on the Barwon Foods time clock. Foppiani front position. Abbott grabbed it out of the ruck, turned and kicked quickly for Grovedale to the wing. It's allowed to bounce. It's on its point, taken cleanly by Hocking though. Handball missed. Ned Harris, chance for Chute. Chute and a little dinky right foot kicks all right for Moran, and Breaker can turn and send the Tigers into attack.
So Morant in the middle. Kicked at Schaefer. They were up to it though. Newtown. O'Dwyer gets the clearing kick back towards centre half forward. Campy runs back. Ferguson there tapped on by Beckworth. Handball at the back by Schultz. Got it away to Wiskin. His kick around the corner was good to Deans, who takes the mark. Back end of centre square. And centre wing, he goes short. And he gets it to McHugh, who wants to switch the play, comes towards Chute, who has got an absolute paddock in front. Will Ford's there as well. He handballs. Charlie Harris just comes on. He's going to put the tackle on Ford. It gets him, collects him high. And at left half forward, Will Ford, if he can get up out of the ground, is going to take the free kick.
He dead set buried him.
He did. It was Undertaker style from Charlie Harris. He goes back lateral with the kick. Harms takes it. Plays on now. 60 from goal. Just sets it up. Dangerous hit. Schaefer goes up. Can't take the mark off the back of the pack. Friend Newtown working overtime. They try and get it back towards Lazaro. Deans comes the other way. Shuffles the handball to Schaefer. Dangerous is here. Left foot kick around the corner. Oh, Pocock. Oh, goalkeeper style. Schmeichel takes the mark.
Pocock sends it to half back, wanting Dunn coming up and taking it. Just on defensive 50. He has it right half back. Intensity's lifted. Short to Harris. Barely went 15. That's Charlie. And surely he's played on. He's well off where his mark was. Morant arguing that. He's now conceded some ground to Hocking. Hocking tucks it under the arm and then sends a kick wide. Kapala, oh, crunch. Whack. Lucky and 50, I reckon. So, and it's a 50-metre penalty against Harms. And Kapala will... I don't think Harms can really argue that, because when he went the contest, he actually didn't try and contest the ball. He just contested the body. And it's a good 50 too. And Kapali's got to hit a target. Fiore presents too much on the kick. Through the hands also there out the back of Martin. Dunn gave a handball off. Quick kick. Ned Harris to the goal square. And on the line all alone is Foppiani. How does that happen as they cut the margin back to 4 in the shadows of three-quarter time? How did Connor Foppiani find himself standing 15 metres in the clear all alone on the goal line?
Well, I'm pretty certain when this kick came in, all the bigs went up for Grovedale. I think it was about 2 or 3 who flew for that ball, and Connor Foppiani just slipped out the back and said, catch me if you can.
So he kicks a goal, Connor Foppiani. Game 49 for him this afternoon. I think he'll play game 50 against North Shore after the bye. 9-13-67 Grovedale, 10-3-63 Newtown on the third quarter, I should say. Barwon Timber scoreboard. Your specialist in the supply and installation of timber and engineered flooring in the Geelong region. He did his best, though, Connor, to bobble the mark.
Bobbled it over the line for a behind.
Jeremy Cameron style.
Absolutely.
Although in Jeremy Cameron's defence, it was over the line before he bobbled it, which saved him some blushes.
What was that non-free kick last night too to Jeremy Cameron? Gee whiz, I watched that on the replay.
That's still...
Stiff.
Yeah, Marcel Behrens from Geelong Regional Football getting the images of that clash. Some good works by Jason Boris yesterday too for Pixel Sports Media.
Abbott gets it down to Deans in the middle, but he can't take it with him. Foppiani can. He goes towards half forward with the kick off the back of the pack. And umpire will come in and ball it up. Good tackling there came from Colville on Campy.
We're getting a post 5 o'clock finish here.
Fantastic. Straight to work. Fantastic. Foppiani gets it down in the contest. Lazaro tries to break free. Got it away towards Diamond. Can't take it with him. Oh, pushed off the football. Grovedale, it was Wiskin, I think, was pushed off it. And then Deans comes in, puts on the tackle. Charlie Harris gets up. And umpire Nolan will ball it up between wing and half forward. Broadcast side.
Bit of momentum for the Towners as Abbott wins the tap down. Head over at Harms. Brought down in the tackle. We'll get a ball up. Still 4 to the wing. Can they find one to go ahead at three-quarter time? We'll get an update on that breeze from Birchie during the break. Abbott, the tap down. Ford has been massive this afternoon, taken in a tackle by Ned Harris, who's been equally impressive. And we'll get another stoppage. So about 70 from the Newtown goal. Umpire Nolan puts it into the air. Abbott winning the tap down, almost at his own roving. Ford, though, took it. Harms gave it to Deans. Deans will straighten onto his right boot. Kick to the wing, wanting Gillett, who marks on the chest. Turns and kicks quickly. Can't concede a late one here, Newtown. Gillett directing traffic, opens up, sends a long ball, and there is the siren. Stephen was trying to get himself into position. Charlie Byrne with the spoil knocks it towards the umpire, and we'll take a break from here with a big final quarter coming up. Looking for win number 5 of the season, both clubs. Newtown and Chilwell, 10-3-63. Grovedale, a 9-13-67. That third quarter, thanks to Barwon Timber, your specialists in the supply and installation of timber and engineered flooring in the Geelong region. Thanks to APCO, win free fuel for a year. Thanks.
I'm running the laps you get when you're late for training.
I'm doing this lap so you can get to training safely.
Because late is always better than never.
Being late isn't the end of the world.
For
causing a road crash by going even a little bit over the limit? Could be.
This lap so you can all get the footy and back safe.
This lap?
This lap. This lap.
This lap is so you can show up for your team and slow down on the road.
There is literally no reason for you to speed.
So this lap, so you don't have to rush.
Hang on. Why am I running laps? I'm retired.
I'm running the laps you get when you're late for training.
I'm doing this lap so you can get to training safely.
Because late is always better than never.
Being late isn't the end of the world.
But causing a road crash by going even a little bit over the limit? Could be.
This lap so you can all get the footy and back safe.
This lap?
This lap. This lap.
This lap is so you can show up for your team and slow down on the road.
There is literally no reason for you to speed.
So this lap, so you don't have to rush.
Hang on. Why am I running laps? I'm retired.
Side forward 50 with a breeze this quarter, then Schaefer and Gillett can go to work and they can certainly get on top there and win this game of footy. Newtown, on the other hand, they're just going to keep battling and winning the ball at the source. If they continue to do that like they did with those scoring opportunities, then they'll give themselves a chance inside forward 50. But at the moment, you'd suggest that Grovedale are just winning too much of the ball where it matters and they're getting too many forward entries. They're leading at the moment 37-31 inside forward 50s as well. So they're doing everything right, Grovedale, to win this game of footy, and they've got their noses in front on the scoreboard. Can Newtown start winning the ball around the contest and get the ball going their way inside forward 50 and make this game an interesting contest to the last couple of minutes?
Thank you for that. We'll go down to Jane Birch, who's got Jacob Spalding with her. Down to you, Birchie.
I do have Sporto here. Well, you're still in front, Sporto. It's just a matter of a team sort of maintaining that ascendancy for a longer period of time, but plenty of looks up forward, and you just got to capitalise on those opportunities in this last quarter.
Yeah, I think so, Joan. We were pretty positive again with the way we move the footy. We're certainly getting shots on goal. We'd like to think we can kick a bit straighter. The game might be a little bit more our way, but we've probably just kept a minute with our shots on goal. So I think we'll generate enough shots. It's a matter of executing now.
And like you pointed out, and we've all noticed here, with Tommy Gillett up forward as such a massive target, and Schaefer just so dangerous. If you can get that deep enough, then that's going to be the key to getting across the line.
Yeah, we think so. We think that they're both looking pretty ominous down forward. So if we can get the ball in there enough, I'm hoping they mark it and can kick straight, and we should be in front by the end of the day.
Good luck for the last quarter, Spotto.
Thanks, John.
Thank you for that, Birchie. Down boundary side for A&B Australia Quality Shelving. Margin is 4 points to the good of Grovedale. Injury updates for St John. Just back to you, Birchie, just to confirm, no Cam Wilkinson for the rest of the contest. I saw David Fanning out there. I thought, wonder if they could just slip the number 12 jumper on him and anybody might notice. It'd have to be long sleeve though, Fano. Down to you, Birchie.
Yep, Cam Wilkinson. He's on the bench there. He's having a chat to Mac McMahon by the looks. Tracksuit top on, so he will not be taking any further part.
Yeah, okay. Hopefully nothing too serious, and he'll be back post-bye for the clash with North Shore out at Windsor Park. South Barwon and Leopold to round out the season. This is their second last home game, the Towners. For Grovedale, they'll have the bye before St Joseph's, Bell Park and North Shore with their last two against the Dragons and the Seagulls at home. Final quarter for Harvey Norman Electrical. Here's Jace.
So Abbott got it down, but Foppiani got the kick away for Newtown towards centre half forward. Ned Harris just pushes it forward as well, inside 50. Oh, at the back, might fall okay. Coming at the back is Fiore. Can he kick the goal? Oh, he can't. He misses.
From the square, Jace.
Well, it was a good tackle in the end as well that came from Brady Ferguson right at the end. And it's through for one behind. So they start with 10-4-64. Now the Towners. Grovedale 9-13-67. Harvey Norman Electrical K-Rock final quarter scoreboard.
White. He's going to go up the middle with a long, high ball. Got good distance on the kick, wanting Abbott, who removed Foppiani and took the mark. Foppiani wondering if he's going to get a free kick for a push as he goes back to stand the mark. And he won't, because Abbott will turn, kick quickly. Schaefer uncontested because his opponent and Rory Diamond slipped at the inopportune time. And they've got it to centre half forward untouched. Sends a kick into the pocket. Gillett. Oh, it's a wonderfully way to kick onto the chest of the burly forward who marks. And we'll go back, and they've gone from, well, this is basically going to be an 11-point turnaround.
And it's a mirror image of the way Newtown moved the ball in that last quarter from full back. So absolute mirror.
So instead of Newtown taking a 2-point lead, they're now going to find themselves potentially trailing by 9. Gillett's got 2-2. If he makes it 3-2, he gives his team a handy little buffer, kicking with the aid of a slight breeze. It looks fairly still out there now in this final term. Tom Gillett for his third of the afternoon.
Oh, he's happy.
He's kicked it. Gillett with 3. Tiger fans are happy, and they lead by 9 as they look to win here at Elderslie Reserve for the first time since 2008. The Tigers 10-13-73 lead Newtown and Chilwell 10-4-64 on the final quarter. K-Rock, Harvey Norman Electrical scoreboard. Harvey Norman Electrical, Warren Ponds and Corio. Same day delivery, 7 days a week.
Well, we spoke about it before. You want the ball in your best players' hands and the best users' hands. That went White, Abbott, Schaefer, Gillett. They're your big 4. Chuck in Deans and forward, and you've almost got your best players there touching the ball, and that's exactly what you want. And it was a great finish, great ball movement, well played, Grovedale.
So back to the middle. Good start by the Tigers in this final term. And free kick found against somebody.
I think it's against Wiskin for breaking the centre square.
See that often, do you?
That's rarely called.
He was against Condi. So free kick to Foppiani in the middle for Newtown. Gives it the burn. He goes towards Mitch Diamond. 60 from goal. Drills it towards Fiore. Couldn't take the mark though at the back of the pack. Grovedale now having to work overtime. Schultz gets wrapped up in the tackle. And it was a good tackle too. And it will be a ball up about 30 out from the Newtown goal. Roved out of the middle. Charlie Harris. He got the kick away. Oh, he just missed it. Wasn't bad either. Around the corner from Charlie Harris. And one behind to the home side. They had a 10-5-65. They trail Grovedale 10-13-73. Harvey Norman Electrical K-Rock final quarter scoreboard.
Harrison White, again, with the kick-in duties. Will he go the same MO and go right up the middle, or will he...
Well, he can't. There's no one there.
Going to have to go out to the Autumn Street side. Runs his full measure and then goes very, very long. Abbott out there, his target. Also out there, McHugh. Neither could mark. Front of the pack numbers there for the Eagles, including O'Dwyer, who looks like a hobbit amongst a land of giants. In fact, it was McDonald. And we'll get a ball up. Just forward of the wing, favouring the town as Abbott wins the tap down. Roving done by McDonald, who walks straight back into an Abbott and Dean's tackle. And another stoppage. 4 minutes played. Barwon Foods time clock. Final term. Sells the freshest fish. Direct to you. Barwon Foods. Donga Road, North Geelong. Abbott the tap down. Forward the roving. Quick snap of a kick towards half forward. And Chafer takes a Hamlin hanger. Wonderful mark over the top. He's a star, Mitch Chafer, and he's got it forward of the wing on the outer side.
Goes left foot kick towards half forward. Oh, McHugh plucks it again. He's had a great game this afternoon.
He could almost be double figures marked.
Nathan McHugh.
Yeah, absolutely.
He would have taken 8 across half forward.
Yeah,
he's by himself. Yeah. So Nathan McHugh, who hasn't troubled the scorers yet this afternoon, he's backing himself from left half forward. 50 out from goal.
They're still on the wine over there, Jace?
Let's have a look. I think they've gone home to have some brie. Okay. Can't see them over there at the moment. Ball to the top of the square, punched away, didn't quite make the distance. Kapala, his handball missed the target, which was Diamond. Diamond had to go back and help him out. His handball close to the boundary line, but they keep it in. The Towners go back towards half back. Wiskin ripped off the football. Deans is there as well. Which way is it going to fall? Deans puts the tackle on. Umpire says play on. Abbott gets the clearing kick back inside 50 in front. Oh, play on advantage. Must have been touched off the boot. Falls towards Pocock at the back for Newtown, and they're out now, and they come towards Colville at half back.
Needs to hit Beckworth on a long searching lead. Foot race here in Harms. Harms knocks it to his own advantage, went to ground and took it out of bounds for a boundary throw. He just slipped when he went to turn. Professionally, maybe, although I reckon he might have had a bit more toe than Beckworth and would have got away. And we'll get it thrown in true centre wing, right in front of Birchie, who has the best seats in the house for A&B Australia quality shelving. Tapped down by Abbott. Diamond tried to knock it to his own advantage. That's Mitch with a boot. It's going to be a handball on the up forward. Found Jeffrey. Jeffrey on the outside of the right boot. Good spoil. Byrne knocked it away from Chafer, who maybe has that Wombat Gully Plant Farm matchup for the moment. Surely they'd have to be careful who they're rolling back to Chafer. You don't want Byrne actually worrying about a player too much when he needs to be attacking. Well, it seems that way for the moment that he is keeping him company, and we'll get a boundary throw in at right half forward near the 50 with Grovedale in attack.
So from the ruck contest, Foppiani gets it down. Close to the boundary line, Wiskin sees it over. And still in between wing and half forward, we're going to have another boundary throw in. So Tigers with an 8-point lead. We've played 6.5 minutes in this final term. Barwon Foods time clock sells the freshest fish direct to you, Donga Road, North Geelong. I don't know why Ryan Abbott would just thump it back over the boundary line, but he has. Still 25 minutes to play. Don't play for the win just yet.
That breeze has really died off too. It's really quite still, and the chill has descended as that sun starts to set.
Yes, and it's a bit chillier here at Elderslie. Now free kick, and I think that's
umpire against the runner.
Against the runner, who was in the wrong spot at the wrong time, was it? What's happening?
Who's runner?
Newtown.
So it's either a free kick or he's told him to get off.
He's told him to get off. What's happening? Umpire Nolan not happy with the runner. Gee whiz. What's going on? I have no idea.
He's waiting for the runner to get back to the Newtown bench, and he has not awarded a free kick.
Okay. Boundary throw in. I don't know what's going on there. Foppiani.
The camera on him for a bit.
Wrapped up, and we'll have another bounce in between wing and half forward.
Ball into the air. Abbott, Foppiani, tapped down by Abbott. Ball ricochets out of the pack. Morant tried to dribble to his own advantage. In fact, knocked it back into the path of Chute, who was brought down in a good tackle and going nowhere by Mick Condy.
You're right about that matchup, Kingy, with Charlie Byrne going on Chafer. Chafer's taken him deep, and he's taken him away from the stoppage where he normally is dangerous coming off the back of that half-back flank.
Abbott won the tap down. It might have been Chute onto the loose footy, and underneath that pack he's brought down by the former grubber in Joe McDonald, and we'll get another stoppage. So these stoppages continue to roll on. Abbott just tries to clear the area with a fist. Dowd down low, taken by Toolman and not coming out, and we'll get another stoppage.
6th.
I reckon there's a free kick coming somewhere.
I reckon. Just the non-controlling umpire, we'll call it.
Ball in the air, Abbott tapped down. Foppiani will do the roving. Abbott will lay a tackle. Foppiani stepped out of the tackle and somehow was able to jam it on the boot. Trying to use his body Coburn, but Schiltz stood tall, took a really good mark to the plaudits of the Grovedale faithful that are here this afternoon.
Schultz now, centre wing called to play on. Down the line with the kick, long kick, big pack. Who's up? Nobody really. McHugh at the bottom in the end. Foppiani puts him into the turf with a tackle. Kapala's there as well. And it will be a ball up at right half forward for Grovedale. So into attack. Abbott and Foppiani. Abbott gets it down. Ned Harris's kick just up the chimney. Stephen, he can't take it anywhere. And this is real boring footy now. Real boring.
There's been a lot of stoppages.
A lot of stoppages. And they're good for Grovedale, bad for Newtown.
That's exactly the way they want this.
Absolutely.
Foppiani doing the ruck work in, doing the roving, steps straight into a tackle of forward. Oh, the umpire.
Took him on.
Umpire said, give it to me, I'll ball it up. Oh. So he got away with one, I reckon, Connor Foppiani there. Umpire, again into the air. We've done a lot of this. Abbott trying to clear the area, puts it into the space that occupied by Nathan Deans, pulls a kick back to the goal square. It's off the hands of the pack and rolls into the behind post where it hits the padding and we'll get a boundary throw in the left forward pocket. Not a bad result for the Tigers, to be honest. Get it forward and get a stoppage right in front of goal. And the best part of, well, the boundary umpire should be throwing that in next to the behind post because it hit the behind post.
Correct.
So it's now hurled back into play. Tapped down by Abbott, front of the pack, Toolman. He couldn't take it. It was taken away by Schaefer. He pulled it in. Umpire said, give it to me. To the letter of the law, that is actually holding the ball. When you pull it in like that and don't get it out and you're tackled. But anyway, we've got another stoppage, about 20 out from the Tiger goal.
So Abbott gets it down again. Rory Diamond got the kick up the chimney. No 15. Punched on. Dangerous. Will O'Dwyer. Clearing kick for Newtown. Across centre wing. Getting back there, McHugh. Oh, he just threw it away in the end to Schultz. He couldn't take it on the cricket pitch area. Needs some help. Worried out of it. Coming back the other way. Handball by Dunn. Got it to Diamond. They're running now, the Towners. On the outboard, the handball. Missed the target. Walker has to be good. Held it up. Good play. And Coburn comes across, puts the tackle on, but they've moved it to right half forward, the Towners. They trail by 8 points, 10-5-65. Grovedale, 10-13-73.
McHugh doing the ruck work. Roving done by O'Dwyer, though, for Newtown. Trapped and then kicked away by Walker for Grovedale. The ball sits on its point. Gillett tries to knock it on, but he's knocked it into the path of Ned Harris, who's been huge this afternoon. Gave it to Kapala. Kapala's handball on the half volley, taken nicely by Diamond, who gave it back to Kapala. That was Rory Diamond. Kicked to half forward. McHugh back with the flight, couldn't take the mark. Numbers here for the Towners. Handball, Toolman to Ned Harris. Outside of the right boot. It's off the boot of Ferguson. He just threw the boot at it for Grovedale. He's going to end up with it. He's going to get a free kick. Martin got a handball, and they're not going to take the advantage. He was tripped. Brady Ferguson, it'll come back to the former Geelong Falcon.
This is poor defending here.
He quickly wants to send a kick wide. Martin can mark and he can go.
Goes now. He's got Rory Quinn with 100 metres in front of him. Is the ball going to sit for him at right half forward? It does. He goes to a right foot kick, long towards Abbott, who comes in and takes the Hamlin hanger. Ryan Abbott just had the sit over the back, 10 out from goal, and just put the big mitts up and said, thank you.
Oh, well, they won't want to watch the replay of that, Newtown. Do you know why? Because they were flat-footed ball watching, and Grovedale's spread just went bang. And no one wanted to defensively transition with them, and they just got numbers out everywhere, and that's what happens.
Sporto will be wrapped with that deep entry there. He clapped very loudly after that one.
Thanks, Birchie. And it will be Ryan Abbott to finish off the good work of his teammates up the ground. He's 10-15 out and he's missed it. And through for one behind. So he lets Newtown off the hook, 10-14-74. They lead Newtown 10-5-65. Harvey Norman Electrical K-Rock final quarter scoreboard.
You might get a phone call, Kirsch.
Yeah, well,
the kicking school might have to return.
Inside 50s are at a premium actually this quarter. It's only 4-3, so it's not like it's going to be a lot of entries this quarter. It's stoppage after stoppage, just playing between the arcs, really.
Byrne with the kick-in duties. Runs from his defensive goal square and he wants the middle of Eldersley reserve. It's not a great kick, shoot, favoured by it, and he'll take the mark. Despite the pressure of O'Dwyer, who couldn't get a spoil in. shoot, confronted by Postorino. Gave a handball off to Martin. He'll send it long inside forward 50. Abbott will set himself again. Gillett also there, couldn't complete the mark. And Hocking is brought down in a tackle after taking the loose footy off the pack. And we'll get a ball up just inside 50. Tigers, one more might just be enough to end a 16-year hoodoo. Abbott grabbed it out of the ruck, jammed it on the boot, open, goal, just missed to the left. Through for a minor score, and the margin is 10. Make that 10-15, playing 10-5. 13 and a half minutes played. Bowen Foods final quarter time clock.
Oh, Pocock kicked it in, missed the target. Charlie Harris kick around the corner.
What's happening?
And it came back for a shot at goal, and it was Morant with the kick. Goodness. He missed it, so they kick it in now, Newtown. And Diamond, Rory, goes around the boundary, but he's turned it over. Campy takes the mark on centre wing.
Brady Campy, the co-captain, with the footy, outer wing. Long ball, inside 50. Chafer front position, went through his hands. Dowd, handball release was okay, but Kapala will get in the way. He gave a handball up. Lazaro, right back pocket, will send it to half back for the Towners with the one hand done. Could mark. Mick Condy will be first to recover. Can he trap the footy? He can. Cuts through traffic and then gives a handball back to Hocking. Usually uses the footy well, and he does this time, no exception. Finds McDonald, who turns and kicks quickly. Dinks a little kick over the top. Finds a marking target and Dunn. Dunn turns and kicks quickly and finds Coburn.
Coburn now, 50 from goal, right half forward, plays on, Candy, 45 from goal, drills it towards the top of the square, no mark taken, comes towards Will Ford, wants a clearing kick, just says, get it out of here, and he has, because he's put it in the netball courts, it's out of bounds on the full. And free kick going to come back. Newtown quickly inside to O'Dwyer on the boundary line. He takes the mark. Still 45 from goal. He plays on now. Wants the top of the square. Goes there. 2-on-1. The 2 is Grovedale. Should have got a free kick and wheel over the shoulder. And Brady Ferguson doesn't get any smaller at the 15-minute mark of the final term, and he chips the ball towards the back pocket, and Joel Martin takes it, and he goes around. Harms has to be good at it because he's not Diamond. Oh, and then he falls over at the crucial stage and puts the ball out of bounds for a throw-in 45 around from the Newtown goal.
Oh, Diamond, his eyes lit up. He thought he could burst away and maybe snap one from tight in the pocket, Sean Manor style. But it's going to be thrown in inside 50 for Newtown. They need a goal, you think, from this forward foray. McDonald, handball, that's almost a throw. O'Dwyer, I don't know what he was doing. He took with one hand. Surely got a shove in the back. Umpire said play on. Postorino puts the pressure on Ford. Ford is beset upon. Bit going on here, O'Dwyer and Tommy Stephen getting to know each other a little bit better. Left forward pocket, 45 out from goal in front of the McLean Pavilion. It'll get up and about if the Towners can find a goal here. Coburn won the tap potentially. Here's McDonald trying to barge his way through for the Towners. Lost in the tackle by Hoare. Or Howe, I should say. And now a tackle laid on Martin, who's brought to ground about 40 out from goal. And they get repeat stoppages inside 50, Kirsch, but they've got to find a goal.
Yeah, it's repeat stoppages, which sometimes favours the forwards, but this is favouring Grovedale because they're not allowing them to get a shot on from stoppages.
On the ruck contest, Will Ford, left foot kick back to half back. Jeffrey in front, falls to Tommy Stephen, under pressure. That's all, he threw the ball. Free kick, Newtown. Good pressure. Quick kick, Charlie. No, that cat's got to come back. It was free kick, and it has to come back. Charlie Byrne was just sitting off the back of the pack, and Jack Chute just leaves it. The runner gets it back.
Don't know if the runner can touch it.
Well, he can now. Yeah. And the free kick is with McDonald for Newtown. He just pops it up. Chafer gets back there. Oh, one real high too.
How can Moose Nolan not call that 3 metres away and the umpire 60 metres away call that?
Liam Fiore, him and Brady Ferguson. It was actually Brady Camp who came back with the fly of the ball. And O'Dwyer wants to get involved as well. Will Jeffrey's got the ball. Fiore's and Ferguson are still having a go at each other. Campy's still on his haunches, so we'll keep an eye on him as well for St John of God. Martin gets the clearing kick for Grovedale. Goes towards Gillett over the back of the pack. Falls to Kapala on centre wing for Newtown. Handballs it back to Byrne. His handball to Rory Diamond. Just behind him a little bit, but was good enough to get it. He goes short. Brother Mitch takes the mark. Oh, thought about playing on. Now, from the middle, goes along with the kick. Fiore, Ferguson at the back. 2 Grovedale players, they go through. Oh, there's a free kick too high. And Liam Fiore told all about it by Schultz as well. And Breaker Morant will take the free kick.
Wow. Long way to go to be doing that stuff, Tommy Schultz. Morant with it. Left back pocket, driving ball towards the Autumn Street wing. Brown provides a spoil on Abbott. Front of the pack, Jeffrey buffeted off the ball inside 50. The kick won't go, but it'll roll into the path of Conti, who just had a fit of the stumbles at the wrong time. Here's Ford, just sending it forward. Byrne went to hack it out of midair, missed against Chafer. Kapala will run back, get it. Oh, taken high front on, was he? No, Chafer played it well. Yeah, it was too high in the end. Chafer a little bit miffed by the decision. Kapala is bailed out by the umpire at defensive 50.
Short little kick to Byrne, just sat it up a little bit. Just outside defensive 50 now, Charlie Byrne for Newtown. He's thought about short to Foppiani. Goes there, and now to Campy, who's recovered. He comes though, and short little kick from Pocock for Newtown. Lazaro, centre wing, plays on, kicks it inboard, looking for Condi. Abbott comes at him, falls to Foppiani, kicks it up the chimney. Now Martin for Grovedale, he can't take it. Clear and kick, Mitch Diamond inside 50. O'Dwyer from behind taps it on at the back of the pack. Handball comes towards Wiskin for Grovedale. Clearing kick out wide, but straight back and finds Braden Hocking on centre wing.
Somebody's just hanging on, and it's Grovedale.
Absolutely they are.
Hocking goes wide. Nelson Brown, can he hit a target inside 50? It flirts with the boundary line. It's out in the full.
Newtown are helping him, Kingy.
10-16 plays 10-5, 19 and a half minutes played on the final quarter. Bowen Food's time clock. Harms with the free kick in the left back pocket. Sends it towards the Autumn Street side of the ground. He's kicked it straight to Nelson Brown, so he gets another opportunity here, Nelson. For all intents and purposes, was retired. Now he's kicked it into the man on the mark, and the man on the mark's taken it cleanly. Morant, he turns and kicks it. He's kicked it straight to Byrne.
Play the Benny Hill music, Kingy.
Does anybody want to win this game? He kicks it to Kapala. Kapala sends it very, very wide. How will it sit on the bounce? It's okay. Left foot kick, Colville's nice onto the chest of Diamond. Diamond wants to cut back in on shoot. Got to hit a target. One hand. Dunn couldn't take the mark. Here's O'Dwyer having his kick wonderfully smothered by Abbott. Ball, free kick high. Free kick against Condi. Oh, and then Condi put it on his backside, and it was going to be reversed. It's been reversed. It's been reversed, and Condi might have a free kick. Jeffrey's down. He's getting to his feet. Well, I reckon it was Condi who was shoved, but O'Dwyer's quickly said, "Hey, I'll take this."
I reckon it was brother of Rob as well.
So let's have a look here. Yeah, it was Condi who was put on his backside by Will Ford. And somehow Will O'Dwyer has absolutely stolen it. And he's going to go back and have a shot as Will Jeffrey, he doesn't know where he is right now. So he's being helped from the field by two medical staff, and I suspect if that's a concussion, we won't see him until the bar. Well, he actually won't miss you'll miss the Bell Park clash as well, because of the 21 days. It'll be North Shore in the final round for him. O'Dwyer to cut the margin to 5 at the 21.25 minute mark. It shouldn't be his kick. It should have been Mick Condi. O'Dwyer will kick from 40, sends it on its way, and he's gold. He's conned everybody, Will O'Dwyer, and the margin is cut back to less than a kick. And there's plenty of time to play. 21.5 minutes played. Newtown and Chilwell, 11-5-71 on the final quarter. K-Rock Harvey Norman Electrical scoreboard. Grovedale, 10-16, 76. And somehow Will O'Dwyer's taken a shot that wasn't his.
Yeah, well, young Condi's probably going, well, lucky you took it then and kicked the goal, just in case.
Mick wouldn't have been happy if he had missed it.
No, Mick would have kicked it.
Yeah, Mick would have kicked it.
Absolutely, he would have.
Back to the middle. 5 points of difference here at Elderslie Reserve. Abbott gets it down in the middle. Ned Harris, though, roves. He got pushed off the football. Comes back towards Deans. Over the top of it. Go figure. And he's wrapped up by Foppiani.
Well, they can't play hold-on footy anymore. There's still probably, 7 minutes left in this game of footy.
So it comes to Will Ford, who gets ridden into the ground by Lazaro.
Birchie, down to you for A&B Australia quality shelving. Just Will Jeffrey.
Yeah, looking really groggy when he came off there, so I'd be very doubtful that he'll return.
Abbott with a double fister for Grovedale. Oh, Nelson Brown with a don't argue at half-back. Handball, missed the target. Quinn inside 50 with the kick. 2-on-2 over the back. Who's at full for? Where's Mitch? There he is on hands and knees. Tries to break break free ball. Spills free now, McHugh. Now Nelson Brown comes back. Stephen, handball over the top to Will Ford. His left foot kick smothered. Comes to Ned Harris. He tried to get the handball away. Doesn't do so effectively. Comes back towards him again, Deans. Oh, he had it spent before he got the footy. Will Ford over the top of it as well. Now it comes to Foppiani for Newtown, to Willow Dwyer. Got the handball free somehow. Missed the target though, which was Kapala. Come back 2-on-2. Grovedale have the numbers, and just inside the centre square, we are going to have a ball up.
Just a couple of fumbles late in the game, and it's that pressure. That's perceived pressure and the pressure that's coming around you.
Abbott won the tap down, barging through the contest. Might have been done. Got a handball away into the path of Colville. Colville sends it onto his left boot into space. Ferguson back with the flight. Judged it best. Took the mark. Fiore not happy with the service coming in. Ferguson's kick, and it's short onto the chest and taken by Martin. Martin's got an option short. Ignores that.
Just going to kick it down the line, brother.
Going to send it down the line. Martin, a careful kick, a neat kick to the wing. Big fly, but no mark. McHugh, he's been good all day. Couldn't hang on to that one. Brown at the boundary line. Out for a boundary throw in. True centre wing. 24 minutes almost played on the Barn Foods time clock. Sells the freshest fish direct to you. In the final quarter, Harvey Norman Electrical scoreboard. Grovedale 76, Newtown 71.
Yeah, they've brought some numbers up at the stoppage here, Grovedale. Just want to probably tighten it up a bit.
Abbott taps it back towards the boundary line. Shoot, tried to keep it in, sort of. Didn't really. Wanted to see it over the line and saw it over the line. So just forward of centre wing for Grovedale. They lead by 5 points, 24.5 played in this final term. Make sure the score's right, Kingy, for goodness sake. 2 days in a row. Now, Abbott from the ruck contest spears the ball into the pocket, falls towards Chafer, and tackle came there from Nathan McHugh. Could have been a sling.
Yep.
The umpire hasn't really made a decision all day. He's going to make a decision to hold play up because
he's hurt from that sling tackle.
Who would you believe? Braden Hocking got hurt in the sling tackle. But anyway, it's going to be a ball up in the right forward pocket for Grovedale. Minerva Road end of Elderslie Reserve. Goes towards the boundary line. Nelson Brown. Can they keep it in? They do. Still in dispute. Down. Can't keep it in the end for Grovedale. And we'll have a boundary throw in right forward pocket for the Tigers.
Lead by 5 and the ball where they want it to be. Deep inside forward 50. Newtown trailing by 5, not where they want it to be. Right hand behind post. It's hurled back into play. McHugh won the tap down. Hacked out of there off the ground by O'Dwyer. It'll bounce just inside the field of play, and it can't be kept alive by Walker. And we'll get it hurled back in. Right half back. Wasn't bad play from O'Dwyer. Just got good connection on it. And just sat on its point nicely, so it wasn't seen as being insufficient intent. Foppiani's rucked manfully after half-time, kept Abbott honest. Abbott winning the tap down this time. Through traffic, handball, shoot, gave it off to Ford. Ford a flying shot towards goal. Hocking back with the flight. Took it next to the behind post and holds the fort for Newtown for the moment. He wants to go quickly across the face of his defensive goal, and it's a beautifully weighted kick to Byrne.
Byrne now with the left foot, goes out wide, needs a target to got 1-2. Charlie Harris back into centre wing.
They're out.
Goes towards half forward, done. Plays on, goes inside 50. It's a 3-on-1. Colville goes up, can't take the mark. Hampy was great and got the handball out. They were under pressure, Grovedale. Now Harrison White just with a clearing kick goes towards centre wing. Which way is it going to bounce? Newtown numbers. Charlie Harris does well. Right foot kick around the corner. He gets Mick Condy's handball to Ned Harris. 50 from goal and closing for the lead. Ned Harris comes in, open goal square and kicks the goal. Newtown in front.
Wow.
12-5, 77. They lead Grovedale 10-16, 76. His second of the afternoon for Ned Harris. Finishes the good work up the ground. And the home side at the 26.5-minute mark have the lead. Harvey Norman Electrical K-Rock final quarter scoreboard.
Well, it's just a couple of little mistakes again, just not winning those contests or halving the contests. They've been so good at sort of stopping the flow and getting repeat stoppages, Grovedale. They've just let a couple slip there and they're allowed to get that ball going forward. But, geez, I tell you what, offensively, Newtown was streaming forward. They had numbers. They probably should have marked it inside forward 50.
Yeah, Coburn dropped what he should have taken, but all's well that ends well. Back in the middle, what's the response from Grovedale? Abbott won the tap. Dean's the roving. Cuts back through traffic and kicks on his right boot towards left half forward. Back with the flight. No mark taken by Stephen. Here's Byrne. He's been important the last couple of minutes. Sends a kick very, very wide, a one-on-one. Condy and also Harms. Condy used his experience. Won the footy. Handball to Toolman. Toolman with a bounce. Outside 50. Got a target inside 50. Colville. Because Wiskin slipped over, playing in front, and Colville can use all the time on the clock that he needs and go back and seal this for the Towners. It would be a theft of the highest order. They hadn't led and since the 22-minute mark of the second quarter. But Grovedale are going to rue missed opportunities, especially in the second quarter when they kicked 4-9. Jesse Colville.
We can't miss.
Just his fourth game. He's got 1 goal. He kicks from 30. He sends it on its way. Newtown are going to steal this one. Colville with the goal. And they lead by 7. Accurate kicking, 13-5-83. Is going to beat inaccurate kicking, 10-16-76. Final quarter, K-Rock, Harvey Norman Electrical scoreboard. The Towners on their way to win number 5.
Well, that is the difference, Kingy. They've got up in clearances this quarter. We said at three-quarter time, they're going to have to start winning the ball around the source. So whilst it's been a stoppage fest, they've just clawed their way back in the second half of this last quarter and got their results inside forward 50, and that's the difference, 13-5 to 10-16.
So back in the middle, Abbott gets it down for Grovedale. Falls towards Howe, who can't get it away. Foppiani can for Newtown, and everything going right for the Towners now.
Foppiani's actually been pretty big, hasn't he? He's worked hard.
Coburn kicks it on the outboard. Dangerous kick, turnover. Running the other way, Stephen takes a bounce, backs himself, goes inside 50, had to measure it, did. Tom Gillett takes the mark. K-Rock's own.
You can't waste any time.
29.5 played final term.
He's just got to kick it
Gillett's
straight away.
3 goals, 2 this afternoon. He comes in now. Has wasted no time. He comes in with a right foot kick, and he's kicked the goal. So his fourth of the afternoon. And they draw the margin back, 11-16-82. Newtown 13-5-83. And that's on the Harvey Norman Electrical K-Rock final quarter scoreboard.
Well, they've dominated in one area all day, Newtown, Grovedale. This is where they need to win it. All the stoppages and clearances they've won all day, the most important is right now. It comes down to this. The last minute of the game, last 30 seconds of the game, you must win this clearance at this stoppage. It's as simple as that.
Umpire puts it into the air. Abbott and Foppiani. Abbott wins the tap down, rolling ball. Ned Harris was awake to it. He went back and won the footy for Newtown. Sends it very, very wide. The acting skipper, a bouncing ball. Mitch Diamond onto it. He'll send the Towners towards forward 50. A bouncing ball that'll bounce in front of Fiore. Knocked forward smartly by Coburn. Foot race. Condi, he'll be on his non-preferred right-hand side, but he couldn't take the footy anyway. Going in low and seeing it out of bounds was good play by Coburn. Boundary throw in right forward pocket. Now it's Newtown inside forward 50 and Grovedale trailing by a point, needing to go to the other end of the ground.
So, boundary throw in, 30 around from the Newtown goal. It's going to be Abbott up against Foppiani. Abbott tried to smash it with the left hand. Charlie Harris got one high. Umpire said play on.
Too, I reckon.
Oh, wow. It was high.
Put it to his mouth. He just didn't put the air into the whistle.
Ball up. Abbott taps it on. Condi, though, roved it better. Top of the square. Fiore comes out, takes the mark. Ball game, Newtown.
Yep.
Liam Fiore has kicked 4 goals, 1 this afternoon. This for goal number 5. And for a 7-point lead. And more importantly, going to take all the time he can. Have a set shot from 20 out directly in front.
Absolutely. It's an area we said they've been strong in, but, geez, there's been some crucial clearances the way of Newtown this quarter.
So Liam Fiore has kicked 4, leads their scoring. Tom Gillett has 4 as well for Grovedale. He comes in.
He never looks like missing, this bloke.
Oh, wow. He
never
comes in off a couple of steps as the siren sounds and Newtown win 14-5-89. They've defeated Grovedale 11-16-82. Final score here at Elderslie Reserve.
Wow.
An absolute thriller on a Sunday afternoon, but maybe, just maybe, they pulled one out of the fire, the Towners. You'd have to say for most of the day, Grovedale were the better team. But in the end, Newtown and Chilwell, it's been a tough week, beaten by the winless St Albans last week. Their response is a gutsy 7-point win, 14-5-89. Grovedale, 11-16-82. They did it without their big man Cam Wilkinson in the second half sideline. Connor Foppiani, undersized ruck, had to go head-to-head with the star that is Ryan Abbott. He rucked manfully. Abbott did all he could to lift his team over the line. But in the end, it's the Towners who go to 5 and 10. 14-5-89, Grovedale 11-16-82 in a Sunday special on KRockFootball.live. Fifth quarter underway thanks to the Sandman Mattress Factory. Sleep better with the Sandman's locally made two-sided mattresses made to outlast any other. And we'll jump on the KFC X anytime too, thanks to KFC Newcombe. Belmont North Geelong now open until midnight, 7 days a week. Birchie is down at ground level. We'll have a chat with one of the victorious Newtown and Chilwell players. I think I've got a sneaking suspicion that Ned Harris might be very close to the Leopold Sporties this afternoon. Liam Fiore might be thereabouts as well, and it's a dejected Jacob Spalding who walks past us and into the Grovedale rooms knowing that they missed an opportunity, and that hoodoo will continue. They haven't won here since 2008, the Tigers. They haven't beaten Newtown and Chilwell twice in